Why did you flee from the police?
Because they told me to get out of there.
Who did?
Well, the officers that were there, they said you need to get out of here. You're not allowed to be down here. So I said okay, and I left.
On the civilian docks?
Oh, on the civilian dock? Oh, you mean like when I got out of the
Yes,
car
yes.
and I
When you
ran?
got yes, yes.
Oh, because they told me if I didn't do what they said that I would be harmed.
Well, how are they going to harm you there?
I don't know. I guess I didn't consider that, but in the moment when you're like adrenaline is rushing and pumping and emotions are high like that, I just I was just doing what they said. I didn't want to get shot or anything.
Okay. Well, you were spotted with somebody else down there previously. What were you doing down there previously?
Oh yeah, like I said, I was exploring, just swimming around and
You were swimming around in a suit?
yeah. I mean, sometimes you just have the urge to do some laps. Doesn't matter what you're wearing. You never get that urge.
Well, you,
No,
no, not really.
I don't. Especially
Oh.
not in what you said was a very expensive suit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
and in a
is. It
stinky
is.
place. You called it a
I have a
stinky place.
well, I have a good dry cleaner, but I have a passion for the waves and swimming. Actually,
Well,
actually,
there's
I'm a
not
big
really much
surfer.
waves in a canal.
That's true. Now, I will say I'm also like an avid explorer, and sewers are intriguing.
Well, down there, it's the door is marked Group 6. It's actually trespassing because you're actually in the bank. So I know you
That's
said
true.
previously you weren't in the bank, but
That's true.
technically
But
you
I
were.
I do work for G6, or well, I did.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could work for a place that doesn't give you permission to enter anything owned by them.
Well, I had a badge on me actually that did authorize me as an authorized personnel, but that badge was stolen.
Oh. Do you know any of the people that kidnapped you, Bodie?
I do not. I have no idea who
Did they say any
They
names?
really enjoy giving blowjobs.
Nope.
Never once. Never an alias.
They refer to themselves as A and J and P. I just heard letters.
Okay. Do you remember the letters?
Yeah, A, J, P.
Okay.
That's all I heard. Those
B.
three letters. Did not hear B.
Okay. Okay. What's all this stuff on you, Bodie?
I was planted.
Oh,
Oh,
it was planted on you.
It was.
Okay, so you
why?
don't know what any of it does.
Why would they plant it? Who planted it?
Well, when I was held up, they said that they were going to give me some things to hold on to, and I said, okay.
Well, don't you think it's a little odd that people robbing a bank would give, presumably, what's used to rob said bank to somebody that they don't know, that they did not care to get away from police custody?
Yeah, that is odd. Wow. This doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't, Bodie. It doesn't at all.
Officer, is there a way to plead, like, to not plead right now, but be sent off and contest these charges later?
Yeah, of course.
Because I think, in my best interest, honestly, I would really like to have my lawyer present
Okay.
when
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. That's
answering
your
these
right.
questions,
That's
because I know
totally
how this
that's
looks.
totally
I know how
fine.
this looks for me, and it doesn't look good. Because I totally see your point. Like, if I was you listening to this stuff that I'm saying, I think this guy is full of shit.
Okay. Well, absolutely. I will shut the recording off. I will not ask you any more questions. All right.
Okay, I appreciate that.
There you go. Recording is off. I'll get you back soft cuffed off of the table. You wouldn't mind standing up. We'll get you processed, and you can speak to a lawyer, get the report for you, and you can fight it in court. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. You might turn it around for me. I will inform you, Bodie, regardless of how this turns out at the end, right?
Yeah.
Going down into that place is going to be trespassing, right?
Okay, understood. Understood.
You just got to be a little careful if you're. My mouse died.
Understood.
My mouse.
Am I going this way with you?
What did Rowan say she was going to do again?
I have no clue.
Cassidy?
Sorry, I had a really bad headache. Sorry about that. I had a really bad headache.
Yeah, it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna notify the judges that we are sending them up.
Yeah,
I'll
just
call.
follow me.
Hey, Bones.
Put you back in the same cell, right?
180.
All right, you get to walk in. Odie,
Yes.
you're good to walk in this.
Oh, I'm in here.
How are you?
Oh, can you walk
mind-
back a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just look like you're. Keep going. Just keep walking back to the wall.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you
we
out of
meant-
the cell
sorry,
right
we
now,
meant
Bodie?
this cell.
I'm
We
in the
meant this
cell.
There's no way you're fucking lying to me, Bodie.
I'm not lying. I'm in the cell.
Okay, I'm gonna grab you. Okay,
In my eyes. Okay.
Bodie, we said walk to where are we right
Wait,
now?
we're in the hallway, right? Oh, you mean the
Okay.
cell? Oh, okay. I
Yes,
thought you wanted
yeah,
me in the
the
hallway.
actual-
Oh.
Bodie, I knew you
I
were.
thought this was the
You're
cell.
such a son of a
Listen,
bitch.
man. Hey, I'm not fucking with you, okay? I
Yes, you
promise.
fucking are,
No,
Bodie.
I'm not. I'm not fucking with you.
You need to cuff him.
I'm cuffed. These are tight. These are tight cuffs. You guys keep putting them on so tight, man.
We have to.
That's what they're there for,
Oh,
Bodie.
God, that feels better. Wrists, man. Thank you, officer.
No problem. All right. So, like I said, your 3 charges are accomplice to kidnapping, okay? Robbery of a financial institution and resisting arrest. It is. Let me get it because the MDT isn't right. Let me get the right time and fine.
No. Penal code 26 months.
Wait, what?
What's going on?
It's going to be 124 minutes, $15,863 fine. I will give you some time off because you were here for a while, but unfortunately,
Okay.
I can't do too much because you're not pleading guilty,
Okay.
and it is a felony.
Now, how do we work out no felonies at all on my record?
Well, if what you're saying is true and you were kidnapped, hopefully you can speak to a lawyer, and when you fight it in court, you will be clear of all felonious activities.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right? So let me get you build up. 15,
All right.
8, 6. There's your bill. And instead of sending you up for 124, I'll send you up for 80, okay?
Okay, sounds good, officer. Thank you.
$84. Lied.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Let me see. One more thing. Make sure they got your DNA in here. I know Denzel said it. But...
on that for us? Because I feel like that would be something that we would see.
Easy peasy. DNA on file. All right, he did. All right. Just send you up for 84. Any comments, questions, concerns before I send you up?
No, I think you've addressed everything. I appreciate you being patient with me and working with me. Thanks, officers.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. You have a good rest of your day. And if this all is a misunderstanding, I hope that the justice system can do you right.
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too.
All right,
All right,
buddy. You have a good
officers.
one, okay?
All right, you too.
Why 15K, not 12?
Okay.
The charges are
We-
different.
We need to talk about that scene.
Yeah, they're doing the
'cause
debrief now.
Like, can we just get on the same page before we go up there? Because like I'm frustrated. I don't know. Like, so you told people to go down into the canals, right? To go to that
Yep.
door.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Belle was not listening. I kept saying, like, you know, I've already negotiated with them. They said they're all gonna leave out of the front, and I feel like she was just kind of snippy on the radio, wasn't really like listening to what we were saying. She was just focused on like her own stuff. I didn't like Ruby's comment. I don't know. It just seemed like nobody was listening to you or me. Everybody was just kind of in their own world. I know
Oh, I want to talk to
Declan.
Slacks because
I know
Alright,
Declan has his own main character
Talked to Slacks
shit,
and he said
but
the
it get like I feel like
what we're
he
supposed to go off
was
of is the
also
one
not
that we have.
listening, and
What did he do?
He just yaps on the radio, and then he gets snippy when he has to repeat himself.
Wait,
I feel
what-
like everybody was just being snippy
What did
on
he
the
not
radio.
do? Sorry, there was so
I-
much going on. Like,
That's
I was trying
my
to like lead
goal.
the fucking thing and have people fucking at every exit, and people like 4 units broke off for some reason. I don't know why.
180 because it's
So
I
I
just
needed
feel like
which is the max
I
we
just
can
feel
give.
like people
And then
were
we also have
ignoring scene lead.
Carmine and
You.
Bobby giving him a transport either way. So however he wants to
Everybody
plead, he
was
can plead.
talking. Nobody was listening.
What's up?
And at the end of the day,
I heard it. Yes.
there's a reason why there's
That's
like
how
incident
it works,
command
and
or
I
the
get it, I
primary.
get it,
And
I
if
get your
people
argument.
aren't going to listen, like, I don't know what to say. It was like pulling teeth trying to get anybody to do anything.
Well, you shoot the cop.
There were
and
so
then he
many times where I
crashes, and then he
asked
kills
questions
all
on the
4 of
radio
them,
and
like,
I didn't get a response.
you know, it gets crazy. It really gets crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's
like,
talk to
even,
him about
I
it.
mean, yeah, pretty much.
And
Listen,
then
you're
I
finding an
feel
argument that I
like this
can't
whole
help you on
debrief
at
thing,
all.
like I said multiple times,
I
like
see the-
that we
I
want to be
understand the
there for
logic.
it.
Not the logic with the
And I just feel like I got Dono walled on the
Hey,
radio.
I have a
I
question.
told him that too.
Is it true that he's Bobbytron's transporting Daquan dumbass?
Oh wait,
I have
we're not
no
involved.
idea.
We're not involved.
I have no idea.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go ask Super.
Go outside.
No, he's my
Go
emotional
outside.
support. He's my emotional support
Hey,
coworker.
buddy, go outside.
Huh?
Sir, go outside.
Jeff, come out here. Come out here. Don't go in. Come on. Jimbo, we were told to be here. This is entrapment textbook.
Yeah, but you're not carrying him on a tow truck.
Oh, well,
Carmine,
you
come
bring
in
it up
here,
with the
save
arresting
me.
officer, okay?
Cassidy?
Yeah.
Hey.
You bring it up with the arresting officer.
Hey, is he carrying Daquan Dumas?
I have no idea. I'm not
know.
involved with
Daquan dumbass. Daquan dumbass.
We're just doing our job.
I'll go deal with that. That's
if
all right.
they put him on a
Jimbo,
Jimbo,
I
Go
knew you'd
outside.
have that
if they
shit-
put
hey,
him
I
on
knew
a
you'd have
tow
that
truck,
shit in-
they're getting
Hey,
arrested
that
for reckless
baton
endangerment.
all
That's what I
shows,
just told him,
Jimbo.
and he told me no, I wouldn't.
Okay, he
that
will.
baton all showed, Jimbo.
I don't know how he thinks I won't.
It.
Yes.
Sorry, where are you?
I'm at the stairs.
Oh shoot, I was looking down. My bad.
Like I understand people are excited, people are, it's bank, whatever, but it's still at
feel
the
like-
end of the day, it's still a bank. We do this shit multiple times every day, and everybody just kind of like lost their
We
minds.
have the units now to spare 3. Go up there, myself included, and do our job.
Right.
I understand the hassle of driving all the way down to the city to deal with shit. It's a bit annoying, but you can still operate.
I'm gonna be honest, I think this debrief is long over.
Yeah, it is.
Do we want to try to talk to Slacks?
Yes. You
Do you know where
here?
he is?
I'm gonna look.
He might be in the lobby. I thought I heard him. Hey, Dad.
Hey, I got married.
I'm sorry, what?
I had.
You got married?
What did you just say?
I mean, I wasn't even aware that it was happening until it was over.
What do you mean you got married?
And I kind of didn't really have a choice, as I was like,
You should get
I mean, there's
married too.
well, originally, I got kind of brought
Who did
into this.
Who did you get married to?
I originally got brought into this 3-way marriage between the Dans and Fiona, but then Fiona got divorced from the situation, and so now
You're married to the Dans?
Separately?
Yeah.
You're married to the Dans and Fiona separately right now?
No, just the Dans.
All right, I'm about to go arrest
okay.
Bones.
Because this originally started from like me challenging Vampingo Dan to like trial by combat on Polito
Oh,
Pier at
well,
sunset last night.
That's fine. You can be married to
And-
the Dans.
You got like 500 dads.
Now, if you were married to Fiona,
Would that be a problem?
well, it just you have a wedding and you don't invite your only favorite daughter.
This is true. This is true. You know, I in hindsight, I would have if I knew that would have been the case. But
I wanted to be there too.
okay, all right. That yeah,
I
you
like
could be
weddings.
there. Yeah, they're great.
Like I
They're
could have
fun.
put on like a nice dress. Like I would have loved to like see you in like your happiest
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah, that would be my my
Steve, can I ask
happiest
you a
moment.
question?
Okay.
When you get married to Fiona at this very big wedding, are you gonna wear
Are
the
you
hat?
engaged?
What hat?
Hey, seniors,
The
can I
hat
take
on
out
your
a
head?
Taurus?
No
I
problem.
don't know.
No
Okay.
one's marked.
Can you take out
Yeah,
a
chef.
If there is not more than 3 out currently, that is fine.
All right, deal. Thank you.
All right. Well, we caught somebody from a Bay City bank robbery. Got a bunch of shit off of them.
Oh Jesus.
Thermal fuse, a laptop, and a fingerprint device, and a grinder.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. And now we have to talk to Captain Slack.
Well, good luck with that. We should hire that guy as our personal chef.
Who?
Is that one of your husbands?
No.
He's just breaking into the PD.
Interesting. Is anybody responding to that 911?
Apparently, I don't know what the fuck is going on, Chief. We were dealing with this Bay City thing, but apparently Bobby Charles is trying to move Peanut to the prison. He's allowed to, but they're putting him on the back of a tow truck. So Jimbo said, "You're not doing that, or you're getting arrested for reckless endangerment." And then it's a shit show. And then he said he had it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
Southern.
outside the prison, it is effectively our problem.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds like
But,
Slacks is out
yeah.
there.
Yeah, it'll be all right. All right. Well, it's good seeing you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
good
gonna
seeing you too.
Head up and get some paperwork done, but I'll see you guys later.
All right, later, Chief.
Hey, yeah, you guys take care.
Bye, Dad. He hates me. And
Oh,
invited me to his wedding.
He didn't invite me either.
I'm his daughter.
True. Well, sounds like he didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, guess so.
Of course, Slacks is dealing with this shit now. Send him a text. You're gonna change you. Are you taking your dad's last name?
No.
You're not gonna be Kit Johnson.
No. Why are you laughing?
That's just a funny ass name.
Kit Johnson?
Yeah, Kit Johnson is funny as hell. You don't think so?
I mean, it's a name.
It is. I mean, I hate that I can't because he'll just dap me. But I really do want to call him Chief Johnson because it's funny as hell.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
No, he hates it. It's funny. Slacks is like outside. Do you want to just come? Cap.
Sir, I'm gonna tase you on my car. Pull him out.
Huh?
Leon got sick. Pull him out.
Sir.
Yes.
You under
Yeah.
arrest, sir?
Get the hell out of here, okay? I got police waiting to do. All right, call a cab
I'm
or
on the
something.
save.
all right?
I'm on the save.
Yeah, I'll give you some cash. You can call a cab. Here you go. Okay. Oh, trying to give you this money.
I'm on the save. I'm on the save, huh?
Huh?
I'm not sure what he's saying, but come this way.
He's your little
Yeah.
chef guy.
Yeah, he's a chef guy.
Oh. Chief wants to hire him as our chef. But he keeps breaking into the building.
I need you to come to the front.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm on the save. I'm on the save.
Please, sir, don't come back out to the police property. Okay, we're handling stuff right now. Okay. I really don't want to put you under arrest, sir. That's the last thing I want to do.
Save, huh?
I'm sorry, we're really busy right now. I hope you have a good day.
Slacks.
What's going on?
Slacks.
Apparently, we got like people that are saying that the FIB cuffing people and
Yeah, so there's
black
two.
bagging people.
They just look like they're FIB. They fucking pull up with me with fucking 5.7 looking guns.
What's
And yeah, they got handcuffs and burlap sacks. Like they're like on full on like.
What the?
Okay, this is
fucking
what happened.
abduction fucking vibes right now.
Our boy accidentally crashed into
Yeah.
one of them. They got in the car.
I got
with
somebody
5.7s.
too here at Mission PD saying the same thing. They got kidnapped by the FBI. You said?
Yeah,
Or FIB?
literally,
FIB, man.
So what happened is they crashed into an accident. They pulled out two 5.7s. Two guys pulled out 5.7s, aimed it at our boy here, put a burlap mask over him, and handcuffed him. And then they kept saying the line, "The stars are aligned, the light is bright," or some shit like that. And they said they called me.
They're trying to make me sing it or some shit.
We don't even have fucking 5.7.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who has 5.7s. So these guys, they're what the fuck? It's crazy.
Uncuff him. Document what happened here. So can we get your name? And then if y'all
What
see
the
those folks,
fuck?
let us know. Let's get a police
Hey,
report about
Dima.
this and figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, and then Mary just took a picture. Her friend's handcuffed they're on a
Yeah,
tugboat right now.
Yeah, Mary's gonna save
we
the
have
cops right now.
officers dealing with that right now.
Hey, units on in the ocean. Can you make a report about what happened? Let's figure out what's transpiring in Los Santos. Sounds really
What's
strange.
happening?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. What the fuck?
We get some Wawas in chat.
I'm retweeting that.
How the fuck do we get involved in this shit? What the fuck, man?
It's okay. Don't.
Fuck's sake, Freya. This is on you.
Why?
Still mad at you.
Why? I didn't mean to. It just happened.
This is the crew that robbed the bank.
I probably saved
The
your fucking
FIB knows
life.
something we don't.
Right after you fucking push me off the fucking roof.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. We
Okay.
gotta go.
You guys have a good rest of your night, okay?
Thank
Be
you, officers,
safe,
for
all right?
helping us. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem. You guys be safe, all right?
We'll let you know if we see them. I
Yeah,
have no idea
please
what to
do.
say.
If you see them, please 911. We'll try to be there
Yeah, that's-
immediately.
We will. That was crazy.
Who's that chef guy? What the fuck? What?
He's just a chef. He's just chef. He's just chef, bro. All right, Cap. Can we speak to you?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to. What the hell is going on with this CIA shit right now?
I have no
It's
fucking
so odd.
idea.
That caught my attention. I was like, wait, what?
I'm about to go for it.
Oh, go
What?
find them.
No, we're gonna go find them, Maple. What the hell are you talking about? I want to
We'll
find
go
these guys.
42. Go find them.
Government. Look what happened last time.
Yeah, they're
That's
coming
not
to
it.
Los
That's not
Angeles,
the
okay?
FIB.
That
Look,
is true.
the last time we fought the government, they took the PD from us. Slacks.
Okay, well let's find them. Okay, so
Yeah.
find them
what,
and
you
find
gonna
out if
just,
they're
you know,
actually
live on
A
your
lot
government.
of,
knees?
lot of people.
What the fuck
committed
else am I
war
supposed to do?
crimes.
I don't know.
Everything else is every time we have tried to fight Slacks, it's been taken from us.
Well,
We
keep
literally
fighting.
have no power here.
I don't want to go back to Sanguine.
We're not asking
Okay,
you to
so
go
I'm pretty
shoot these guys. They're just go find them and see if they're actually the FIB.
Hey,
If they're not,
I would
then we'll
rather
deal with it.
die looking for these guys than just cower in fear because I'm afraid of losing my job.
I'm not afraid of losing my job.
Then what are you afraid of?
Getting blackbagged by the CIA and murdered.
Right, but okay, you want that to happen to you, or why don't you go looking for it?
He's so speech minus 10 billion.
What do you mean? Why don't I go look? I don't want to go looking for it. It's like,
Well, it's gonna find you eventually, so might as well just go look for it. I'm
oh
not
my,
sure
it's
how
gonna
to do it.
find me if I go looking for it.
I
They're
mean,
gonna
that's
hunt me
just
down.
Cap.
That's what she's saying. If they're able to do it to anybody, I mean, they just brought that guy handcuffed. I'm gonna make a report about this real quick. Oh, thank you, babe. I was about to make one.
I think what Cap's trying to say here, Maple, is that
okay,
if we don't stop them, nobody else is gonna, and they're just gonna do whatever the hell they want to the innocent civilians. And who's to say?
Did you get the guy's information for the report? Sorry to cut you off. I do apologize.
No, I didn't. They, as I was gonna put the report up, they all just said, "We gotta go," and jumped in the car and left. And nobody stopped.
I know. Okay, do you know who that was?
Who? What?
The guy
I
was
don't know who the
handcuffed.
guy. I don't know who the guy
Yeah,
was.
that's Perez.
Okay.
How do you spell his name?
That's just.
P
Oh,
E R E Z.
Not showing up. What does it say on ID?
You know his state ID, kid?
No, I don't know his name.
It's 1818.
What? It's the police officer. Get out of here, Leon.
1813. That's 1813.
Yeah, that's right. 1813. I hardly know my own state ID.
How?
What do you mean how?
Maybe I'll just take a cadet and have him.
Mine's pretty easy.
Get black bagged instead.
1775.
You got 7.5?
Yeah, I got 1775, and my call sign's 175. It's nice.
That's pretty good.
All right, so what's going on?
Wanted to talk about the situation at the bank.
Can we go this way? Because I left my cop car, so we can walk and talk.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think. Sorry.
Did you guys have the debrief or?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a debrief. I just had just a heart-to-heart with the PD. I said, listen, guys, the biggest problem right now is a lot of times people are just spectating at scenes. They're not really actually doing anything. They're waiting for instructions. Go to the scene and say, how can I help? Okay, well, what needs to be done? If an exit is open, cover it. Till you get told otherwise, right?
Well, you were scene lead, Cassidy. You go.
Yeah. Well, Cap, I will say, we talked about it once before. I will say that there was a couple times where you got on the radio and were telling me to do stuff that I was already delegating. I was already speaking to people about. Do you know why all those people broke off as well?
Ruby mentioned that we had too many units. Or sorry, McNulty. My bad.
Okay.
McNulty mentioned over 3-1 that we had too many units.
My question would be, why was that McNulty's call and not the scene lead? And why wasn't...
Right. That's the problem. That's what we talked about.
Okay.
So it just feels like sometimes people pull rank and they don't respect the fact that there's incident command, there's a scene lead for a reason. And if, we're told as seniors that we're supposed to be leading these scenes, but we just kind of get steamrolled if like Sergeant Plus comes on scene.
Yeah, like
yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I mean, sometimes I'm guilty of that. I'll be honest. I need to be more mindful for sure.
I understand everybody was excited. It's a new call, trying to figure out. But I feel like everybody was moving real fast. They were not listening. People weren't communicating. And, I literally had to go and explain to the people robbing the bank because they were freaked out. They're like, why are people in the back pointing guns at us? And I was like, look, we're trying to, this is one of our first times responding to this. We're trying to kind of figure it out, I think, as much as you are right now. So please just, give us a little room here. And I think they understood, they were willing to work with us, but the last thing I want to do is freak out the suspects and they start breaking negotiations because they think we're breaking negotiations. It's never a conversation I like to have.
Of course. No, I get where y'all come from. I understand how you feel as far as that. It can be really frustrating to deal with. For sure. The problem I had, honestly, not only that too, but people are just not doing anything. So people just sit on scenes and they just don't do anything.
Yeah, they just dilly-dally and they talk.
They idle around. They talk. They're maybe 10-7, eating dinner in the back of, in the car. It's just pretend like you're doing something. Put down barriers. Look north. Look south. Watch our back. Things like that. I'm not asking for everybody to be a rock star during the whole entire robbery. Right? I'm asking for people to just do the minimum. The minimum. That's it.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% with that. I mean, there's just like little things that you should be doing if you don't see people doing it, blocking the roads or going through the back exit if you don't see anybody back there. Like that scene, like it's impossible because I genuinely believe that like for that, at least yesterday, the reason I took control of the scene is because yesterday we had the same call. I was there. I was present for the whole thing. That was called all hands on deck. Every single PD unit responded. Because we didn't know what it was.
It should be like that. Till it should be like that, but the chase should not be every single unit.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring the whole entire PD.
I agree.
I want to bring the whole entire PD, but afterwards break off, right?
Exactly. Yes, and that's why I wanted that many units there because I knew that there's the back of the bank. Somebody yesterday was saying there's a window on the bank that people can jump out of as well.
Oh yeah,
There's,
I've jumped into that before.
Yeah, there's
It's on the side.
There's the front door.
The rooftop
there's
exit, yeah.
The canals as well, which we know at least 2 or 3 people were down there. So we need at least 2 or 3 units down there alone to make sure that nothing happens to them. So like I knew we needed a ton of units, which is why I didn't break anybody off. And then the call is made above my head. And then I need to get back on radio and call for units. And they're like, what for? And I'm like, because I need you at the fucking bank.
Yeah, Maze Bank is a pain in the ass, right? Because you need at least 5 units to be efficient.
I don't think it. See, the thing is, like, I don't think it is necessarily a pain in the butt. I just think that there were too many cooks in the kitchen here, you know, and there wasn't enough communication, and like, you know, with like you and Ruby and McNulty kind of all trying to delegate and give, you know, commands or orders or whatever, but the fact is that at the end of the day, Cassidy was the scene lead and it should have gone through him.
Right. No, you're preaching to the choir though, kid. I understand that. That's part of the struggle that we all need to just delegate to the scene commander. And like I said at the meeting, you run to the scene commander and you ask him exactly what needs to be done, and you listen to them. I went through that at the debrief, talking about how we need to work as a cohesive unit. And it's all about teamwork, right? And that's the most important thing. And like I said, I was at fault. I understand that I was trying to also delegate things and make sure that things are being listened. Like you said, there's too many hands in the cookie jar.
Okay.
All right.
I think for the next time we have to respond to this, I think we should go with the route of all hands on deck, like you said. For the actual pursuit itself, you know, have the standard number, and then just all the additional units can help clear the bank. I don't think anybody even cleared the bank. We don't even know what, like, exactly where we're supposed to be clearing, I think.
I want to go back there. I was going to go back there and just do more of a layout discover as far as what's going on. So,
yeah, I mean, if you want to see underneath, there's a report with the pictures underneath too. If you want to see what it looks like.
I just want to go in there and honestly, we need to train how to respond to bank robbers because I feel like the whole entire PD is very rusty.
Yeah. I mean, so I think we need, at the very least, for the Bay City Bank call, at the very least, we need 6 units because we need at least 3 at the front, 2 to pursue, 1 to take the hostage at the very least, 1 in the back, and 2 at the tunnels, and then and I would hope that we would have somebody in Marine 1 ready for standby because if people are leaving through the tunnels, you know, I know we made an exception this time to let people go from the tunnels all the way back to the bank, but we're not going to allow that forever. So,
what do you? So you would let people leave through the tunnels?
Well, I'm saying if people went in the tunnels and they wanted to leave through the tunnels, I mean, I wouldn't let 2 sets of people leave at the same time.
Yeah, because that was part of the negotiations, is that I told them that they all needed to leave together from the bank. Was that wrong?
No.
We need them to all leave together. Yes. That makes our job a lot easier.
Is your concern that they won't do that? That they're going to try to leave through the tunnels instead? Because I think that we can just make that a set negotiation. That
I mean,
even
they
if they're
had
in
jet
the tunnels,
skis parked in there anyway, right?
Yeah, but even if they're in the tunnels, they all still need to leave together.
Well, okay, I'm assuming. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming they're gonna have a way from there to get into the bank if they figure whatever out. Like this, we found a ton of equipment on this guy. I'm assuming they didn't use it all. So I'm assuming they didn't actually. I mean, we have to go find out if they got into the vault, but I'm assuming they did not.
Another thing
I'm gonna go
that
back 'em
one
up.
of them said.
1 for 1. I'll come back to you.
Do you want to just?
Up to 20.
Should we just go there?
What, to the vault?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back them up and we can continue the conversation. I just feel bad talking while they're asking for help.
Oh, it's okay. I understand.
But so I think like regardless of whether or not they're in the tunnels, they have to make their way to the front of the bank. They have to all leave together. Because like when I was talking to them, they were
Ruby
like,
just
we
talked
could have
over
left
Kit after Kit gave
like
the
6
negotiation.
times. And
I
I don't
called it
know
out.
what Belle was doing. Like she was telling them to leave or something. But like if they're
I think we need to have a talk of how it needs to be handled to everybody. Like obviously not everybody's like it's brand new, but as far as I know, we need at least 4 units at the bank, hopefully 5, and 2 people in the canals at the very least.
yeah, I don't know. Like I know I'm like beating a dead horse at this point, but I just really think that was the wrong call on McNulty to just assume that there were too many units.
Oh yeah, 100%. A billion percent.
I really think we need to talk to McNulty because it's one of those things where like, yeah, there was a debrief and Slacks told everybody they need to be better about scene control or whatever. But that really, I feel like this, people may not think it applies to them, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. If you want to speak to McNulty, I think we should. Honestly, you know what? I won't even lie. So many units broke off, and the call was made by a superior. So when I went and requested 77s, I wanted like 3 more units to show up, but I only asked for 1 because I thought they were going to be upset or annoyed. And I didn't want to fight or argue on radio about it.
Yeah, I think you need to tell them that.
Oh shit, I gotta put shit away. God.
I don't know. Like at the end of the day, we'll figure out like, you know, the sort of nitty-gritty details of this. But at the end of the day, like we have standards for how we respond to these kind of calls, you know. Standards are that first and
4, 5,
foremost,
4,
the hostage gets out of there safely, so we do negotiations, that they all leave in one vehicle. So I don't care if they're like, you know, down the street, they all need to end up at the same place at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also weird because, it's not weird, but people are going to have to either take 2 hostages or they're going to have to find a way to get up there because we're not just going to let people leave the canals willy-nilly and run all the way back to the bank, like, in the future. This was, like, one of the first calls, which is why I was like, yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I feel like if they have a hostage down there and a hostage at it's 45-41. Okay. If they have a hostage down there and up there, does that kind of give the incentive or the motivation for them to be able to leave separately?
No, never. We will never let them leave separately, ever.
So then what? They have to walk the hostage up to the front?
I mean, like I said, I'm assuming that there's a way for them to get into the actual... There's a door in that... Underneath, there is a door that leads to the bank. there was no lock on it that I've never seen a key that fits into that kind of hole, but maybe this is what that thermite shit was for. I don't know. I'm very much assuming there is a way for them to get into the bank based on the layout and what I've seen. I mean, it's a server room, right? Like, there has to be a way in there from the actual bank.
I don't know. And like,
I mean, I know what the game plan should be: 6 at the bank, 2 in the canals. Like, we should. It's an actual
I don't know.
8-person call. You want 6 at the bank like you would any other bank, and then you want 2 underneath. Just in case. Would you like to call McNulty and try to speak to him now?
yeah.
Or would you rather go to the bank?
I mean, maybe you can meet us at the bank. Hi, McNulty. How are you? Are you available to 25 with Cassidy and I at the Maze Bank? Why'd you laugh? Why are you still laughing? Okay, alright. Thank you. My god, you just killed somebody.
Oh.
He just laughed. He just laughed at me. Am I joke?
Yeah, why did he laugh?
Am I a funny person?
You could be funny.
Do I look like a funny person? Not funny. I've never been funny in my entire life.
Oh, that's true. I think... What the hell is Bell? He's in the tunnels, I think. So in the tunnels, there's a door that looks like this. It's a wooden door. I believe.
Okay.
So I'm assuming...
You know about the side room, right? You know how to get in there?
No.
I can show you.
This is the window where you guys are talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah. I think Belle and I, we like jumped in there one time.
Yeah, I heard you guys mention it yesterday, I think. People mentioned it.
So you gotta like, you gotta get in the roof. How do you get on the roof?
I hear people on the roof next to us.
Yeah, I know. Stop stealing
Stop
HVAC
robbing.
parts.
Stop it. That's illegal.
Stop it.
Not cool. Oh, shit. Oh, kid!
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm scared.
Try.
I did use this window on Pilvis. Yeah.
Proud of you.
What's
this? Have you seen like this door down here?
Oh, no.
Actually, I've never noticed this door down here.
How am I supposed to get down? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm alright. How the fuck am I supposed to get down from there without falling? Huh. I want to go back under. But we're waiting for McNulty, right?
They'll show up at some point. Are they here?
I'll be going after some roof runners.
They inside?
Maybe.
Hello. Howdy.
Change.
What are you doing, Big Wood?
So I used to have keys to this whole building, but I guess they changed the locks.
Where the fuck are they?
I don't think we
there
should
you are.
have keys to this.
Well, I mean, hell, not
Hello.
anymore apparently.
Hello.
Lead the way.
Cassie and I just wanted to briefly talk with you, McNulty.
Oh? What about?
Former, could we have a
over
sec,
here.
please?
Yeah, sure thing.
Oh god.
What are you oh-godding? Okay. We just want to talk about what happened with the Bay City scene earlier, or with the scene here earlier. Not a big deal or anything, but you did break off some units from the scene. I know you thought that there was too many, but I thought that I needed everybody. I actually definitely did need everybody that was here. And I wasn't going to have everybody on the pursuit. So I just want to talk about that and just be like, you know, sometimes I know, like, guys as sergeants make the executive decision, but you know, for the future, I'd prefer if, like, you could just ask me if I'm leading the scene what I think about the units there, so I can make that decision.
Okay, how many units do you feel like you needed? All of the original ones?
I think I needed. I wanted at least 4 units at the front, so that we had 3 units to pursue. At least 1 on the back. I wanted 1 on the side to check that window, just in case somebody was in that room, and I wanted 2 in the tunnels. And then we also had 1 Marine one. I was gonna break people off. I wasn't gonna let everybody pursue, but since this is such a new call, and yesterday we were all hands on deck, I wanted just to make sure that we were secure, because yesterday we had people running out from all different places, leaving the scene. We weren't able to apprehend any of them. So, yeah, I do think we need, this is a bigger call. I think at the very minimum we need 8 units, not to pursue, just to be here. Because I want 6 people at the 6 units at the bank, at least 5 at the bank, and 2 in the tunnels. They had 2 or 3 people down there today.
So you're saying 8 units should, going forward, be a sort of standard for that?
Well, I think we should talk about it more. My personal opinion is we need at least 8 to cover the full building and the tunnels underneath.
So how many? It's 2. Let's say what? 2 backdoor canals with Marine 1.
So
2
at
watching
yeah.
the back, 2 at the front, 4, 5, 6.
So I think 2 at the canals, at least 3 or 4 at the front, somebody to take hostage, at least 2 people to pursue, until more units could come. I would say 3. I want 4 people at the front at in a perfect world, so we could have 3 people pursue 1 person for the hostage, 1 person at the bank, 2 at the canals, and then 1 on the side, just in case they're in the window, or 1 in
Going
Marine
off
1.
that, then I think take the
Yeah.
information that you learned from this, and try and
Say it again?
formulate a report based on our response. and let's try get a standard SOP getting set up for this. In regards to pulling units off, I saw 12 units on a bank.
Yeah, we were just
I
looking
pulled
at
off
that.
3.
Were all of them in a car?
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
saw
know, was
12.
just showing
But
Cassidy
pretty much
that-
12
that
people
window,
pulled off 3.
but
Selena,
I don't know, like, did we see anybody
Crane,
there or anything?
and a third person.
Because I
remember
think,
who?
I think at the end there we had 1 person in the back, 2 people underneath, and only 3 people up front. And then we had Marine 1. So like we only had 2 people ready to pursue.
You got codes?
You had 2 people ready to pursue.
Yes, we had Ruby and Jimbo on Marine 1. So me and Kit were riding together. Ruby and Jimbo were riding together. Cornwood and Denzel were riding together. I believe Selena was on motor. Buck was by himself. Another cadet, I do not know their name off the top of my head.
Okay, so I counted a bunch of fucking doubled up units.
Yes.
You should have just been in cars anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
There just
okay.
wasn't enough cars to be on.
We'll try to maybe make some kind of.
In a weird way, I'm not going
map
to
or
apologize
something
for the call, but
'cause they
I
have to
will say I
walk
should have
from
consulted you.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not looking for an apology or anything. I just. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's take with that. See if you can formulate a base. Based off that, as a senior, be like, hey, this is what we should be doing going forward. Throw it up into a report, and let's try go from there. And then we can try get it formulated as a base SOP.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Sounds good, but
Yeah, just document
Thank you,
everything
McNulty.
you can and everything that you've learned, and we'll try to like compile it and sort of try to
that's a good
streamline
thought.
this process.
Good chit chat.
You okay? Uh-oh. You need help? Okay. Go to the hospital.
I mean, that's exactly what I wanted, right? I want him to consult with the
Okay.
scene
All
lead,
right.
but I'm not
Well,
looking
thank
for an
you.
apology. We're grown men, right? It is what it is.
Fine. So what do you say?
He said that he thinks that I should, or we should, put up a report about a standard SOP of how we should respond to this, so that, and then talk about it. About him making the call, he said, I'm not apologizing for making a call. He was like, but I should have conferred with you as the scene lead. And I said, okay, I'm not looking for an apology. I just next time would prefer you consult with me as the lead. And it was all good.
Okay. Will you show me that that door?
Underneath?
How did they get from, so what I want to know is how did they get from down there?
They walked.
But like where? Where did they walk?
Canals. They walked all the way from the canals to here. They swam in the canals and then walked here.
But I saw them. They came from down there, didn't they?
No, they didn't. No.
Where did they come from?
They
I
came
didn't
from the
see-
Unless
But, like,
they went in the back door.
I-
They might have went in the back door. Well, but that still wouldn't come from down there.
But that's what I'm asking. How did they get into the bank?
I think they just walked in, kid.
Did they? I didn't see
I-
them. I didn't see them walk in.
You know, read Callista's statement and see if she said anything. Maybe she said how they got in. I'm pretty sure I
Swear-
literally watched them. I watched them walk up to the bank.
Okay, so they have to walk outside and walk into the bank.
Yes,
That's
that's what
so
I was
awkward.
saying. That's what I was saying. That's why I was saying there has to be a way for them to go from this canal into the bank. Like, there has to be a way for them to do it. Because I said we're not going to allow. That's why I said the thing about the second hostage. We're not in the future. Like it's very early, so I give people the benefit of the doubt. But in the future, we're not going to allow people to literally swim in the canals, run all the way back to the bank, like without handcuffs, without a fucking hostage. You know. We'd never do
Because
that.
they could just leave.
Yes, exactly.
But then the person in the bank,
But we don't
if
know
they
how it
did
works. Who knows? Who cares?
negotiations. You know.
Yeah, but maybe the people in the maybe there's a way for them. You know, we have no idea how it works. Maybe they can get the loot from down here, leave this way, and then maybe the people upstairs are just a distraction. They don't care if they go to jail. Who knows? It literally could be anything.
Who's to say that they don't hand it off on their way back to the bank?
Yeah. I mean, there's so many things too. Like they can grab something in there and then drop it in the water while walking back to the bank. Like there's way too many variables.
This is awkward.
You're right.
I don't know.
It's this door right here.
I don't know.
Wawa.
Help! Help! You need to grab me. You need to grab me. I'm stuck.
Ugh. I can't put you up there, kid. I can't climb while I'm holding you.
I'm okay. I'll try to figure it out. You're gonna have to let go.
Can you try to come here and maybe I could grab your hand? Kid! What the fuck is happening? Maybe if you come right here, maybe I could try to grab you.
Okay. Just grab my hand.
Oh, I had you.
Grab my hand. You did it. That was so scary.
You're right.
I don't think so. Oh, this is creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this door, I haven't seen this open.
We should have come down here when, like, earlier.
But this one was open. Oh, it's locked again. Okay. Well, this one was open. If you want to check the report from
Can you just,
yesterday.
like, press random buttons on this keypad?
I don't know.
Beep pop, beep pop pop.
I think that's probably what that fucking scanner thing was. That guy had. This is a fingerprint scanner. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe the thermite. But yeah, this door was open. If you want to check the report from yesterday, there's pictures of it.
Okay.
But it's like a server room, and then there's a ladder, and up the ladder, like lasers. We're assuming that's what triggered the alarm. Yeah, they don't cut you or anything. It's just an alarm system, I think.
That guy really was James Bond.
He was. Maybe that. Yeah, true.
Oh my gosh.
And then Denzel touched something and electrocuted him.
Oh no.
You all right? Are you good? You can't swim.
I feel like you're running underwater right now.
What'd you say?
I feel like you're running underwater
Nope.
right now.
Not at all. I'm swimming.
I'm
I'm
swimming
Leon
now.
Diver.
There's a car down here in the canals.
Oh. All right. Well, whatever. I'll make that report. We'll make that report. I don't know how I'll make the report. All right. I really need to write a statement about that. And if that guy takes it to court, I'm going to be the one that has to testify. So I really want to go do it now before I forget. That's okay.
Say it again?
I said, I want to write my report now about that because if that guy wants to take it to court, I'm going to be one of the people. Me and you are probably going to have to testify. So
Yeah.
I don't want to
It was,
forget anything.
Fuck, I wish I had seen how they entered the bank.
I swear to God they walked in, but now you're making me feel crazy.
Who else was at the front of the bank with us? It was like, honestly, that's my whole point, Leon. I know I'm just keep going in circles, but like, just how difficult the radio was. It was so distracting, you know.
Did I just yawn? I don't even know, probably. How am I trying to say? I'm trying to make this sound professional.
I need to think about something for like 5 minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah. Actually, no, there wasn't. There was no one there when we arrived. I don't know why I capitalized that, but whatever. Wah wah. I should enter to try to make contact. If there's anyone involved or involved doing so. Cassidy called. Cassidy under announced.
Oh my god, my fucking motorcycle doesn't break. I don't know what's going on. No, it's not. I'm scuffing it, by the way.
Rum, rum. Rum, rum. I'll buy it.
Let me put the music up a little bit because I am going to take a second to write this shit. All right. This just turned into these weird writing streams. What do you want me to do, man? I got to write the report. I can't focus and talk at the same time. Yes, Gia. Off the top of your head, which size fits the phone background the best? I have no fucking idea, Gia. You're asking the wrong questions. I have no clue. Attached to the pursuit as secondary. F. Dash.
Hello. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Okay.
Which we're wearing
Alright,
the same anime mask.
Yeah, we're just dealing with something. Alright, I'll let him know. Alright, bye-bye. Apparently we have to go to a Senior Plus meeting now.
Okay.
At the baseball field by Forum Drive.
All right. Is it right this second?
Apparently.
Okay. I got all the pertinent details in there. So. Where is it? Mirror Park Baseball Field?
No, the one by Forum.
Why the fuck are we having a Senior Plus meeting in the South Side?
I don't know.
That doesn't really sound smart, does it?
No. No. It doesn't sound smart at all. It sounds, what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot, I can't think of that word.
Gone out. You ain't fucking around.
Who told Jimbo he could take a tourist?
We're changing that.
Okay.
We're not doing. Okay, we're wait for everybody.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to propose a change and fuck the only 3 Tauruses. That shit's. We need more.
Well, no, considering the Mosey shit that just happened, I think everyone there, mums.
Apparently, they got refunded and they took everything back, so they don't have it. So the person with the 3 motorcycles that he bought it, he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
All right, bullshit. Thank the fucking Lord.
It had to.
Yeah, I bought a
Oh my
motorcycle
God. Oh my God.
and it
Was that Rami?
it got refunded, and so then I had to buy it again for 50K more.
Oh.
You had 50K to spend?
I had 90K, and now I
Lord
have
have mercy on my soul.
12,000.
I'm so broke.
Was that Rami in that car?
I don't know. Why are we meeting in the south side?
This was just where Slacks drove us.
Hey, it's
could
our
probably-
street. We can
I
do
think we should
whatever.
have it in Little Ireland, but that's just me.
Why, so we could get wrenched off by motorcycles?
No, so when they try, we fucking buck 'em.
But yeah, changing Tauruses, like that should definitely be a thing. We should only have 3. It's too much of a headache, especially now that pretty much all the seniors they're wanting to drive those. All of command we're wanting to drive those. All of high command is wanting to drive those. It just leaves room for nobody else to be able to drive except for that. I don't think that's
I'm not
intended.
in one. Cassidy's
They're
not
not-
in one. Kit's not in one.
But you
know what I'm
guys
saying?
would want to be. It's not the
Sometimes, yeah.
argument.
No, I don't
That's
care.
not-
the
that's- I
option
mean-
could be out there. That's the problem.
I will just say I generally never get into a Taurus, so that way other people can take them out.
It shouldn't be a problem. It's not the Taurus is not an interceptor. It's not an interceptor. It needs to stop
but it
being
acts
looked at
as
as. It's not.
But it
doesn't.
acts as such right now.
But it's not supposed to be that way. That's why this
No, the
change is
V-Star is
happening.
like an interceptor, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Sure, but the Taurus is acting as one. At
But
the
it's
moment.
Well,
It's not
my-
supposed
my-
to be.
My,
That's
my
the
take on
argument.
this would
grounds,
my
right?
take on this would be we were told by Slacks that what's eventually going to happen is the Taurus is going to be one of the basic patrol vehicles.
Correct.
And I feel like Bones, are you just asking, is this the time where it becomes it?
I'm saying that this is the time where it's moving that way. 3 is not enough. It will be moved to like 6 to 8.
But I mean, that if you look at shift 3 and shift 1, that's an entire department.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's
I
not. We're not
think-
basing it off of
Yeah.
that.
Well,
It's,
hold on. I think that we could still say that PPO below need to use a CVPI as an officer plus could drive Taurus.
Yes.
I mean, I
That way it's still a balance.
Not a bad idea, but some people complain.
I personally disagree.
Who the PPOs?
With what? No. I'm not arguing with you. What do you disagree about? You
I
think there should
don't
only
think
be
we
3?
need to all be in Tauruses. Absolutely not. I think there's
It's-
plenty of cars that we could chase in the CVPI. I think the CVPI is people just look at it and think it's dog shit just because it's the basic patrol car. I think people want to drive the Taurus because it's special. I think there's more than enough. I think the Lampadottis, which is probably the most common car we chase, can be chased by a CVPI and a Scout easy. I don't think we need that many. I think it's overkill for a lot of vehicles. I think right now we overkill with half of the chases, to be fair. I think we have like 3 fucking Tauruses on dog shit Lampadottis on on laundromat
That
robberies.
too.
Well,
Yeah.
but hold on. But so a stock Vapid can't keep up with a Lampadaddy, huh?
No, it
I-
can't. You
Stock
need a turbo.
can't.
No, cannot. It needs a turbo. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The turbo is the gap difference.
Yeah, if the fucking Taurus doesn't have a turbo in it or a 99 turbo, it's not gonna be overkill at all. I don't know if you've driven it without a Taurus.
I drive Taurus stock and I keep up with just about everything.
Yes, I'm not arguing with you. I'm talking about just normal people are not gonna be able to keep up. It is not.
Needs a few minutes. Should be with us.
It is not that fast by itself.
But you know, as soon as people are going to be able to get a turbo in their car, they're going to put it in.
It's going to be shared. These are shared Tauruses, and we can make it like, hey, don't. I don't think. Listen, I don't think unless you're senior plus.
We could do Interceptor Plus. That one has a turbo.
But how do you differentiate which ones have turbos and which one?
Are you Taurus Plus or are you Taurus?
Okay.
But like again, how do you?
That's too complicated.
But again, like, okay, so they're all parked in the shared parking lot, but like, how do I know which one is a turbo and which one doesn't?
Shared does not. You can't install turbo.
Yeah.
It has to be a personal one.
So it has to be personal in order to have a turbo.
Yes.
Correct. So that's why it's Taurus Plus, right? Because it's a personal vehicle.
So you should only purchase a Taurus if you get like special approval, basically.
If you're senior plus, if I'm correct, it's only senior plus that can even get approval to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people definitely have them that are not.
Well, they're not supposed to have them.
Like who?
It's not a big deal who's got them, honestly. It's just, can you use them? I mean, if an officer might get demoted or promoted, right? Depending on what's going on, they could just give it back to a shared pool.
I don't want to put them on
or try to sell it back to a different officer or hold on to it till they ever use it. I don't know. I just think they just give it back.
Take the turbo out of their car and then they'd be fine, right?
I could see that, yeah.
I genuinely think it's overkill, personally. I don't think that we should all be in Taurus.
No.
So, forgive me. What is the overall question?
The question is 3 Tauruses on patrol. It should be expanded because we're having complaints from officers, not just people that complain normally. These are complaints coming from people that pretty much never complain to me.
Feedback.
Yeah, just feedback. That they hate that the CPI is just a general patrol car for everybody.
I also do.
And they feel like it's dog shit that it's been like that for like 4 months.
But it's not.
Stanley, it's fine.
It's not because they can get the scout and all that, but not everybody has $80,000 right off rip, right? They want to be able to use some of the shared cars, which are like the Tauruses, people stuff that they can get into.
Sure, and I'm not disagreeing that I think we definitely can do with more at a time. I do think it matters shift right now because like
why don't we just boost the number to 5 then? Be done with it.
I say 6, honestly. Double it and give it to the next person.
I think the problem is we don't have enough.
We got a shit ton of fucking Tauruses.
I don't think I think 6 is, especially for shift 1 is
limit it to like 2 to 3 per chase. There you go. That's never a problem.
Yeah, 2 per chase. I think.
As far as I'm aware, it's 2 right now, but I see fucking 3 show up to
Let them
every robbery.
Tell them to fuck off. Tell them to fuck off. If you're the scene lead or pursuing, just tell them to break off and get a CVPI. You shouldn't have 3 on a car.
I genuinely really feel like people want to Taurus because it's special right now, not because they can't chase shit in a CVPI.
Or they want to drive a car that's different, and they want to have, they don't want to be driving the same thing that cadets are driving, which is understandable, right?
I think it's just.
I know.
I again, like. So we're determining that the issue is that there's not enough Tauruses out there, instead of too many.
I think
that's generally what I'm.
That's not what I got from what Bones is saying. I think he's
that's
just
not
saying...
what I got either. But the fact that we're talking about doubling the amount out there is, I don't know.
I think it's just because what we said initially was that, generally command and seniors, they get the first pick of the Tauruses. So once, essentially, if there's a lot of command and seniors around, nobody below them has access to a Taurus.
Exactly that.
It's a coverage issue, Chief. That's the problem, right? We need more coverage. We can limit them on pursuits.
What, seniors?
No, just availability, right? To where
of the vehicle, he means.
Yes.
I mean, my take on it, I think, we could use a couple more, but it's on us as command to let people have that chance to drive it before they can afford a different car.
I understand that.
That's why I'm not in one to let people drive.
Right? right? And more people getting promoted. We're gonna get more officers. I think we should limit it on chases, but we should have more coverage because more people are purchasing cars. You see more high-end vehicles on the road, right? So the Tauruses are going to be basically the vehicle will keep up unless, you know, things changes.
Yeah, but okay. I just feel like a lot of the time it's like, oh, well, we don't have another unit to attach, so I'm just gonna stay as the third Taurus on this chase until a VPI shows up. But the VPI never fucking shows up,
shouldn't happen
and then we're
either.
chasing a car with 3 Tauruses.
They should go
with only
swap
men.
out. They
Yeah, we
go and
should,
get
but
into a
it doesn't
CBPI.
happen.
Well, that's
Why
the
not?
problem.
Then order 'em.
We have a communication problem.
Yeah.
Not a Taurus problem. It's a communication problem.
It's very, I mean, it's not just communication, it's initiative for people to go change vehicles, and then they don't want to do that because they switch to another vehicle, and then the person that they're chasing will swap into something that you do need the Taurus for, which if people are on the fence about switching vehicles, I'd argue like at least 7 times out of 10 they're just going to stay in the Taurus.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My biggest concern is that it's just overkill sometimes, and there's
The scouts are literally the same exact
They
as
go,
the Taurus.
no, the scouts go faster. The scouts hit 190. Like, I think we limit it to 2 Tauruses per pursuit. If there's another one and a Taurus is on it, you tell them to fuck off and get in the CVPI, or it is what it is. Ultimately, somebody has to swap. 2 per is my suggestion, and I do think that we should up the limit to maybe 5 or 6 Tauruses out and about. I think that's the
I
best.
was just going to say 4,
Yeah.
and then 2 per pursuit.
You just want to add one more?
Yeah. Because I've already been of the opinion the last few days, in the last like week or so, that there's too many out there to begin with, but just been waiting to talk to Ruby about it. So
I have to.
Okay.
I have to think about something for a second.
Another problem is. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was talking about the Maze Bank robbery next and communication. But go ahead.
I just think when we need to, I just at least want these talks to happen so we can get shit moving. Everything gets postponed and delayed because we're like waiting for everything to happen. We're not pulling the trigger on anything, and that's starting to take a toll on a lot of people on patrol.
What he's trying to say is we need to stop dragging our feet and start getting things done.
There needs to be results whenever we're talking about things and bringing. I think the Taurus change needs to happen.
we'll do it.
I think whenever we're talking about things, I just think in general, I'm not just saying like right now, right then and there. In general, when things are getting brought up, the trigger needs to be pulled on things.
Or what you're trying to say is we need to come to a conclusion and then things need to happen.
All right.
Okay,
yeah.
is there things that need to be pushed right now besides the tourist thing?
Yeah.
I think we need to drop SOPs for the Maze Bank robbery, how many are responding.
Leon can talk about that.
Units, for sure.
What did you guys experience? What do you think is the appropriate kind of setup for that?
I think we need 8 units.
Are you? Is there like 1 exit? Are there 2 exits?
There's
3 exits. Okay.
There's the
So
canals.
8 is probably.
The front
The
door.
canals?
The back door. Yes.
Like the
And then
spooky
there's
canals?
a side window.
Well, that's the
window
front.
too.
You can cover. Can't you cover it from the front?
I guess.
And the
Yeah,
back?
technically you could. Yes.
What, the side window?
Yeah, the side window.
Okay.
But yeah, the Vespucci Canals, there's a Group 6 door down there that leads directly under the bank. There's a report up from yesterday that they got through. We were able to take a lot of pictures. It's like a server room, it kind of looks like. Denzel got electrocuted by some box. We found a bunch of stuff on this guy today, so we're assuming that they're going down there and fiddling with something down there to try to get in the bank. There's also like a laser with a ladder. That's where we're assuming the alarm is coming from. So yeah, I think today we saw 2 people down in the canal, so I think we need at least 2 units down there. And then I think we should have the same response as we would at a cash exchange as the Bay City. So 6 units at the actual bank, 2 in the canals, and then maybe 1 in Marine 1, just in case people are going to be using jet skis and stuff.
I mean, at least for us, this is the. This is where I would argue a majority of the money in the city is kept. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know what would solve all those problems? Air One.
Also
that
help
just
us
gives
find
it-
the weed.
Hopefully soon, brother.
Yeah, but it also just gives people a crutch to not be effective when it is there. So it's better to try and get everybody trained up beforehand. That way it's not used so much as a crutch someday when we are able to buy one.
Someday.
Listen, I want it just as much as anybody does. I can promise you that. There's nothing
we
I'm
don't
more
need it.
passionate about. But exactly.
It'd be nice.
It's not really
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It's a want, not a need.
It's a want, not a need.
We can do our job without it. And we have been this entire time. And we will continue to do.
Yeah, just in regards to that, I spoke to Leon. He's the one who ran that fucking scene. I pulled some units off. I told him to get a little report together. Slap some logic on why we need that many units, and then we can update the SOPs thusly.
Yeah, I could work on that tonight. I could get it all written up.
Wait, can we just think of a number?
I think 8.
8 or 9.
8.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
I think everybody has said. I think 8's the common number. We just lock in 8 for that. We explain 2 for each of those little points that we talked about. And then also the
I'm
scene
gonna need to
lead and
clarify,
negotiator.
people. Is that going to be 4 on the pursuit and 4 parallel, or is it going to be 3 on the pursuit and 5 parallel? Because people are going to ask this question.
I don't think we have that many people.
We don't need that many parallel. Yeah, I think that becomes more of a headache than it is beneficial to have that many people. Maybe they could be.
I think the pursuit should be 6. Honestly,
It could, you,
Yeah, so
you
you're
could,
saying
yeah.
3 and 3 on the pursuit, and 2, whoever stays back, or whatever, they break off, or they're looking for swaps or something like that. throughout the
Yeah.
scene.
Yep.
Yeah,
They can be proactive. Yeah.
anticipation, checking block spots, checking common areas, that type of shit.
Well, that's parallel.
No. He's talking about not paralleling the pursuit, looking around the city for common stop spots, and calling it out if they see it. So, looking around, oh, there's 2 tow trucks at Forum Drive and Alta Street alleyway.
That's what
They're
I've been doing.
basically
At
our
job.
UAV and our pursuit.
I do think we just need to keep an eye out, make sure that people are actually going to be doing that, and we don't see them just conga lining parallel.
It's up to us to lead by example, and that's where Command Plus, Senior Plus. If we lead by example, people will like, okay, that's the recipe of how things should be done, and correcting people right away.
Okay, who will update these SOPs and write things down? Put pen to paper.
We'll do it right now.
Okay.
I mean, I already have a high command report made, Chief. You want to take a look at that real quick?
Sure.
All right, perfect.
All right, I wanted to bring up one thing that Bones, you spoke to me about. 2 people per foot pursuit, all that stuff. I want it like flat out across, right? Make sure we're all on the same page on that. If a foot pursuit happens, no more than 2 people per person. 1 with a taser, 1 with lethal, and a mobile unit. Stuff like that. Because I've been seeing a lot where we have about fucking 6 people chasing after 1 person on foot. And then nobody's mobile. And then a car comes and picks them up and nobody was mobile.
Yeah, and everybody's just looking at each other. Why don't you do it? And it's like the Spider-Man meme.
Bystander syndrome. That's what it is. Again.
So
You're going to tell people what to do. They're not going to do it themselves.
Yeah,
Like
just
I
a
said.
bullet point for that to add in the SOPs. Make sure it's very clear. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but I don't want this to happen. I don't like the whole they broke 3 cuffs. Let's beat them down now.
I think
not beating
seen
down
that.
with.
I
have heard it.
I shut it down when I see it. It happens
I
more often.
I would say I've
no.
seen that, but I'm not 3. If someone goes near like 5 or 6 territory, then I'm gonna beat their ass.
I just think save the beating if they they're tackling.
Yeah.
Cuffing officers, punching officers, anything like that. That's when you do that.
I
Unless,
agree.
like
Unless there
Ruby
was-
and I
I
talked
agree.
about it yesterday. It's something I'm trying to squash out.
Like, unless they escalate with force or violence, I don't think that we should.
We're still okay to warn people about it in the water, right? If they're just swimming forever.
In the
Yeah,
water,
I mean, there's
you
there's
punch
nothing
them.
else you can do.
Okay, I
in
was just making
water.
sure. Yeah, I was just making sure.
You do not
So-
tackle them
And cuff them in the water.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Do shit like
You're gonna
that.
be drowning their ass.
So you're saying if they haven't broken cuffs at that, like let's say 5 times, I shouldn't beat them down.
Correct.
If they don't beat them down. If they're
So
just
what's the
breaking
difference
cuffs.
between that and breaking someone out of custody? Me beating them down.
They're transporting somebody out of a custody. That's an extra felony.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not a violent felony.
I think if you don't beat them when they're getting broken out of custody, then I think that has to be there. I think we absolutely should have to beat people if they are getting broken out. I get your
Okay.
logic, but it's
Yeah.
just there's certain things that we have to do. I think that's where we draw the line. If we're losing
Okay, just wanted to put the
because of
thought
that-
out there. All right.
Yeah, it's a
sounds
good
Yeah.
question.
No,
I agree.
100%.
I just think that
I
that's
agree
where
with
we draw the
Bones, I
line.
think.
Oh, no, I agree with Bones. I just wanted to flesh out
He's
the
just doing
thought.
devil's advocate.
That's fair.
you
No,
know,
I
it's
like
good.
that. Yeah.
This is productive. We're getting shit. You got that bit? You got that one written down?
Well, I mean, I was already thinking about it.
Okay, I just
mean,
think
it's
it
what
needs to be
we
in
talked about
writing.
yesterday.
It needs to be in. Yeah,
So,
I've talked to you.
Barrett,
about
can
it.
you take a little mumble pill for me, please, brother? You are
where's,
inside
where's
of my
Ruby?
brain.
I don't know.
Where's who?
Still in Metro PD.
I did want to ask one more question about the Bay City robbery.
Yeah.
So, so as I said before, I believe from what we've seen, it looks like there is a door from the canals, like from where they're entering from the canals to get into Bay City Bank. That door hasn't been opened yet, as far as we're aware. So right now, people are leaving from the canals and swimming all the way up to get back into the bank. I know it's only been the first couple of times, which is why today I let them do it. But I just want to flesh that out a little bit and see what exactly we want to do about that in the future.
Can you
Yeah, what do
explain
you
what's
mean?
happening? Because I've never been in one of these scenes.
It's a long
so-
tunnel that streams down, and there's no. It's like a one-way in, and there's a door in there that I think we're unsure what opens up to, like if it opens up to another way to get into the bank. So Leon's saying that right now, to our knowledge, it's one way in and one way out. We don't know if they can open that door to get out or not.
Okay, I'm following what you're saying.
Have you guys considered what if they don't try and leave in a vehicle and they try and leave in a boat?
Yeah,
that's
what
why- yeah,
what
that's why-
Leon's talking about. They already have one unit in Marine One ready to go.
Okay.
But is that something that are we gonna be allowing that? I think that's what Barrett's
The
asking.
boats? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Boats. Okay.
No, yeah.
And how many boats do we want?
Anticipating red
I'm
How
gonna
many
try
boats are we
to.
gonna
One, right?
allow?
Two.
I'm gonna try.
Two, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but that I
Our boat sucked, by the way. I never tried to the
Yeah.
state guys and see what's going on because.
Thought that at 40,
The
right?
jet ski was just smoking me in the pursuit. It was smoking me.
Do you know they actually turn brake if you like? Do you know that the boats actually have a handbrake? You
I
can
think they
turn better?
misunderstood me.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, no, for sure. But it was going 100. I was going like 45.
Damn.
PD jet skis? Which one?
I do think you guys misunderstood me just a little bit there, though. The people, so the guy that we arrested today came from under the bank in the canals, from that door. Okay, he had a laptop, a whole bunch of other stuff on him. I'm assuming they have to go in there and hack some shit. I don't know what, but whatever. That's the assumption I made based on what's found on the guy. But the only way they were able to exit was through the canals. They swam out of the canals and then walked to the bank to get back in the bank to leave in the same car. I know we don't let people take two different vehicles to leave. And I'm assuming inside, eventually, because there is a door in there that was not open, that will lead to the bank. So it's not people having to swim out of the canals and then run all the way to the bank before they have to leave. So, like, I just want to know how we're handling people actually leaving underneath and swimming out of the canal.
So as long as they don't leave, what you could do is have an officer shadow them. That is a condition. You want to go around or leave around, have one officer shadow them and follow what they do and record what they do. That way you don't lose sight, just in case they try something or pull a fast one on you.
I'd say two. Two
I
officers.
mean,
right?
obviously, if they do
For
that, they
officer
break
safety.
negotiations inside as well. So we would be free to do whatever we wanted to them afterwards. But
Correct, right? But obviously, just be careful with that, because then I come back again, right? So maybe get really aggressive in the pursuit. Maybe spike right away, or maybe spike the exit. If they don't negotiate with you, will.
yeah, of course, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, I just wanted to clarify what we're gonna do for that. I'm sure things will get cleaned up soon, but
Well, the problem is we need to try to communicate this to the whole of the PD, right? Us understanding, being on the same page is good. We need shift 1 and shift 3 also to be on the same page. So we're not, while being consistent with our standards.
Get a written, pop it into a PD announcement, have people at the shift meetings be like, here we go, bork, 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 good job. Done.
Yeah, just make sure it's thoroughly detailed and so people can kind of paint a picture with what you have there.
Not only that, but whenever this announcement goes out, we can talk to people in the senior channels and in the command channels. If they have questions, ask us and we can answer those.
We should also do some drills if we need to. Take like maybe during shift 1, shift 2, shift 3. Let's mark something on the calendar. You know, drill on the banks, exit, and get people educated. That way, as a patrol officer, you know exactly what you're walking into. It's not something new.
Oh, I want this written down. How many? If we know that there's a firearm involved in a pursuit, how many units on that? Because it's never been established.
It should be 4, in my opinion. But it's
You
only
think
suspicious
4?
activity.
But that's regular pursuits,
No,
right?
no, no. I'm saying you see a firearm.
Oh,
Was it
firearm.
A firearm.
Yeah.
Was it used or just brandished?
It was used to rob people. We'll just say
Right.
that.
It's a violent
I think
felony,
no.
so-
We'll just say anything. Firearm. You see a gun. You
You see
spot
a
a
gun.
gun. How many units on that pursuit fall in that? Because I've always said 6.
I would
think
be
it
in
changes.
agreement.
Sorry.
I would generally be in agreement. Brandishing might be a little bit different. If you didn't actually witness it, but if you actually witnessed it,
Saying you
then
see
I
that
would
firearm.
say 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is confirmed. Okay.
I like the idea of 6 because I think that looks better on paper. Not to mention, you know, let's say I hold Barrick up here and rob his shit and fuck off, and officers witness that. You know, let's say we're not cops, we're Joe and Schmo. In terms of harsh response from a PD wise, looks good in civilians' eyes, in my opinion.
I agree.
I think 6 is an overkill. I think 4, and then 6 for shots fired.
Shots fired, but we don't know. Yeah.
So I mean, as far as
You need
the
6
assumption-
cops for 1 gun. Unless you have reported, if you have reported multiple guns, it's different, right? But you don't know what you walk into. I think 6 is a lot.
The assumption I always went on was 4. And if it was a violent felony, it went up to 6.
Yeah, I'm not deal with you, honestly. Yeah, I
Okay,
would say
so if we see it in the act of like they're robbing people,
6.
and we see a gun, 6. If you just see a gun in a non-violent way and it's just brandishing, 4.
How do you
basic
feel about that?
pursuit. All right.
Yeah. And then if he's shots fired, 6.
I think then you don't include the 4 because that should be defaulted. Like that's just gonna make people confused.
That's just regular,
and they're
yeah.
gonna start doing what ifs. I think you say in the SOPs like, hey, violent felonies involved with a firearm where you spot the gun or spot it happening, there's 6 units on that.
Yeah, because I mean that's going to include robberies, kidnappings, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
everything.
So pretty much the only time ever before was like literally just brandishing.
Okay. Can I ask how y'all feel about morale in the PD and different shifts and what you've seen?
It's really bad right now.
Okay. Cassidy, what are your thoughts on shift 1 morale?
Shift 1 is generally pretty good. Obviously, there's some people that don't get along, but I don't know if that's necessarily a morale thing. There's people that are unhappy with the mayor and stuff, of course, but I mean, I don't know if I even consider that like a morale. That's nothing we can do about that right now.
Yeah, honestly, the morale questions are tough. I think we just, I think we stay on topic on the like just
SOPs?
getting shit moving, and then what we can handle. We can't
ready?
control how people are feeling. We can talk to them and
Okay.
bring up those
I'm
concerns.
gonna go get Ruby. I'll be right
like,
back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think
Like,
to an extent we can, right? Because it is a trickle down thing with how you approach and how you handle, like Bones, the way you approach somebody will affect how they are and their entire morale for that day. For you, it might be minuscule, but you are in the chain, they are your subordinates, right? So they got to listen to you and they're going to see what you say, how you act, how you react to shit.
okay, and okay, let's be less vague in this situation then.
Okay.
What morale problem is getting brought up to you, or what morale problem are you seeing, and what is the solution or fix or actually the problem?
Okay. I'm noticing a lot of officers are not being heard over radio. A lot of officers are being spoken over. It's been brought up to me. I've seen it before. I've addressed it before. And I believe it's more discouraging to people because if you say something so many times over radio and people don't listen to you, at that point, you're just like, hey, fuck this. Which I don't want officers to get to that point where they feel that way. But I think that's pretty important.
Okay. I think that the fix to that is we
Better radio etiquette.
as we need to call that shit out. If there's people getting spoken over, call it out.
There's a lot of yapping on radio, particularly in shift 2. I think it's like at that bank that we were at. I don't know if it's just people relaying too much information or just not speaking in 10 codes and just using like common speak, but it's very distracting. Can't hear anything over it. I've noticed like a couple people in particular doing it, and I don't know how to address it with them.
If people are yapping too much, especially on high priority calls like that, tell them shut the fuck. Well, 10-3, and say very clearly 10-3.
Let's open the circle.
Only relay information that's important. That is literally it. If someone's like, oh hey, there's someone with a dog walking towards the canal, I'm like, I don't care. I do not care. That is not prevalent to the ongoing situation. 10-3. Relay the only thing that is important to what's going on. That's it. End of story. And as for people that are being talked over, you as a command member need to just be like, hey, shut up and let them talk.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
We also, as command members, sometimes we overstep. And don't be afraid to call us out too as well. You know, 10-3, I'm leaving the scene. Let me deal with this. And pull that person aside, talk to them.
All right. I have a suggestion for that too. Since I got you out here, I was wondering if it's possible for us to have, you know how we got 301s right now, and it's throughout for everybody. Something similar to that, but for each radio channel, where dispatch will have access to everything that they'll see. But say radio channel 2, we're on 2 for an active, and I want to say something, but it's not that important that I need to cut comms that are going on, but I can relate via 301. Sometimes we got a shit ton of 301s that are popping up to the point where we miss some important shit that is 311. You know, like maybe a 311.2 for channel 2, where we can put shit in there, and dispatch has overview over everything, you know?
A chat, basically, you want like a
Kind of
place to chat with certain channels.
Yeah. Yes.
I got you.
It'll help clear up comms to more important shit over radio, and then 301s to officers that are there in that situation. They could know what's going on.
Yeah, we can try. Let's see what we can do about that.
Ruby, pull up the latest High Command report, by the way.
Yeah, let's readdress everything that we talked about up until this point.
Please silence your phone. Thank you.
Fucking that. Whose phone is that?
McNulty.
Okay, do you want me to start?
I don't know how to silence my fucking phone.
Sure.
I ain't good with these phones.
Okay, so to begin, we came up with a number that we're going to use for the Bay City Bank response. We're going to go with 8 units, 6 for the actual bank, 2 to be in the canals, and then maybe 1 more for Marine 1 if we believe they're going to be using boats. We're thinking about maybe doing something where we have people just run through the bank to show them all the ins and outs and the exits, because there is a few and it is a little bit tricky. It's definitely the most convoluted thing we've had to deal with, or call-wise, when it comes to robberies. So you're going to get that written up.
Okay. A report with photos and shit, like, of everything,
Yes.
or no? Okay.
Yes, we do. I could get you the number.
Perfect.
Oh, we need a Maze Bank tag.
Yes.
Who wants to make one?
I'll make
I'll do. Okay.
Can we make them? Can someone teach me how to make them?
Pretty super straightforward, brother.
Just tell me.
Just go to tags like you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Just like, you know the way you usually just add a tag? Like a little plus sign, and then on the very bottom, create new tag. Bosh. Done.
My name is McNulty.
Okay, thank you.
So much smoke.
I know.
What the hell was
You're from Texas, sir. Don't y'all smoke? Everyone smokes like
I've had 2 cigarettes today, okay?
Yeah, you've been stressed out, huh?
I know, because I've grown my beard out, my cigarette fell in and burned me, so I'm trying to hold back a bit.
Another thing that was brought up was Tauruses. Upping the amount that are allowed on patrol, general
fuck is
patrol,
it?
because currently, if we're only allowing 3, then the typical 3 are just going to be used by the same people every day, which are senior plus. So allowing officers to not only be
Speaking of
patrolling
that, going back to that again, those people that are only using these every day need to use other cars and give other people the opportunities to drive them. There's no reason for you to do it every single day.
I agree.
That's stupid. It's really dumb. You should want everybody else to have an opportunity to at least drive this, regardless of what their rank is, so that they have the experience, at least a little bit, should they need to at some point.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Do you want there to be like a cooldown on Tauruses? Like if you take one out one day, you can't take it out the next day, or how do you want us to deal with that?
I think that would be kind of self-sabotaging to an extent, right?
Yeah.
I understand why some people are into horses, because some people are more capable than others. It's the reality of it. You can have the best tools, but if you can't know how to use those tools, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot.
What
or
is
end up in a wall.
Yeah. What's the budget looking like?
We don't have a budget.
Like,
Forget the word budget.
Our cell phone budget that we have from
Were we charging and making fundraising and shit? Are we
Yeah,
up?
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about. I know we don't have a bank account. I'm talking about the thing that we've gotten from academies or from the applications.
It's basically like a little over 200,000.
Is it possible to like get a shared scout and a shared car in there, just so people
There's
can
already a
have
shared
the
car
options?
in there.
Well, is there a shared scout? Is there? Let's
I don't think
put
so.
like a shared scout in there at least. I feel like that way people that can't afford it can at least try the vehicle out before
We could do
purchasing
too. If that's what we want to spend our money on, I can do it today.
I don't think that's a bad idea, but
Yeah, I mean, we got money. We can buy one right now.
I would say I think repairs are kind of more costly now and affecting everybody, right? Especially now
That's
with
what I've done.
mechanics.
Like I replaced the engines in 4 CVPIs yesterday.
Okay.
So the Vapids are cheaper to repair than the Scouts and Taurus.
You get
Jump the
more
Taurus.
for the repair. I
Yeah.
believe you get 20 something off one part, whereas the Tauruses and motors is about 12% is what I was told.
Correct.
By
Yes,
Mr.
you're gonna spend more
Wishko.
money. Every part you repair for the Vapid, you need 2 for everything else.
what's
also
what's
feel like
like
this-
our
Sorry.
Do we have a deal with Moses? I remember once upon a time we did.
Oh, we
No. It's
I've,
up to every person to shop around. You just never know who's, you could head on up to Carnage and Sandy or Milton's. You're just going to have to shop around and get a good deal.
I'd
Yeah, I've designated SWARs. We're going around and getting the nitty gritty details for what all these mechanic shops are offering in terms of repairs, so we can direct people to the
Right.
cheapest avenue.
Because Mosley's, I was down there. I can't remember who came to me. I think one of the managers was bringing up a potential deal that they want to have with the PD. I don't know if you guys would like to go into it a bit further, because I think it's
The problem
beneficial.
is, everybody and their fucking mother, I'm going to be honest with you, has offered me something. But the consistent issue is I am open to whatever they could potentially put on the table, but we are entirely completely
Dixie?
I'm sorry, I need to borrow a key at McNulty, sir.
Can you text them?
Can you go through the chain of command?
It needs sergeant approval.
Dixie.
if it's on some kind of basis, if it's on some kind of basis where we have to like pay them monthly, bi-weekly, whatever it might be, it is impossible. It has to be.
Get the fuck out of here.
It almost just has to be some generally basic agreement upon. We'll send traffic there just by sending us there. That's their end of the deal essentially, and then they just give us some kind of discount, which not everybody's going to be open to. I know.
Oh my God.
Carnage is probably open to it because I spoke to them briefly about it, but it's bad. I mean, it's not an easy decision.
What the hell is this? There's a large group of people coming to us.
Maybe they're going to the field.
Play some basketball.
Oi, Larry.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Have fun, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Get them threes, baby.
Hello,
a bunch of
Larry.
cops hanging
Hello,
out.
future Mayor Larry.
Hi, Mr. Leon.
He's running for mayor? I'm pretty sure
Larry
that
for
was on
mayor.
hold back.
Slacks.
Oh, well, while you guys are here, yes, I am. Let me formally announce, Larry Knox, will be running for mayorship.
Damn, okay.
Good luck
Right.
with that.
And
Well,
I get
yeah.
to and you guys may not know who I am, but I'm. A lot of motherfuckers can say they can get shit done. I know how to bitch and cry to get shit done. Okay, I'm that guy.
All right, good. I'll vote for you then.
Did you get expunged?
I will get expunged.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Hello.
What y'all doing?
Let's go. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys have a good one,
Check in the
okay?
parking lot.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Have a good meeting. Enjoy basketball.
Love basketball. Oh, Knicks.
I don't think we
Ew.
spoke about this last night. We don't want to have one deal with one place. We want them in a
Said
way to
ew.
work for us. For example, if they want to offer the PD a really good price, then that's great. The other night for me, absolutely no. Mosley's was not open. The only place that was open was Milton, and I had to go there. So, you know what I mean? They offered me an amazing price, you know, a little bit of money off. Not going to say why or how, but it's up to us to shop around and be part of the
He tried to
community.
kill McNulty.
I know what happens on
I can't get behind Milton.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
one
it was
spot I
it was
won't go to.
Tuesday, wasn't it?
Maybe.
I will say at Mosley's yesterday, though, they were being attacked. The mechanics were getting... people were running in on motorcycles and bashing the mechanics over and over. Corolla sent them all off duty. That's why they were not...
Moses is the only state-run mechanic shop, correct?
Yeah.
And so why don't we have a deal with the state-run one? Is my question. You know what I'm saying? I know the other ones we can
no
pick and
free
choose.
roids.
It's a state-owned building with mechanics that come in and give their time.
Okay. So they're like independently contracted to work in
Correct,
that area. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
An employee,
they
just
just
a contractor.
Yeah, they use the facilities.
I got them 1099s. Okay. It just adds up, you know. I had less than $900 in my bank a couple of days ago because I was repairing shit.
Man, I just saw
Yeah.
Larry shoot a 3.
You hit that?
hit it?
You hit that.
Nah, he bricked that shit.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add the changes for the SOP changes, correct, for the amount of units available to go to Maze Bank.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be writing it up, fully
Tag's already
detailed
there.
Okay.
about everything.
The tags are a little piggy bank.
Okay.
Okay.
And also the idea of the maximum amount of tourists out on the streets to be 4, and the maximum on a single pursuit to be 2.
Mm-hmm.
Are we aware that the Scout is about just as good as the Taurus?
Better.
Yeah, but that's not how people are going to perceive it.
I think the
I don't-
acceleration
but I think
on the
that we
Scout
should-
might be better.
I think we keep it at 2, and if they're like, oh, the Scout, we just let the public think that the Taurus is,
But I
is what
think
it is.
fuck what the public thinks. What we think should matter. What
I don't think the
we
Tor-
know how
I don't think the
actual
Scout is
cars-
better. I mean, it has better top speed. It doesn't handle as well in the city. It's more boaty. You can't really go through alleyways and stuff, like at all.
But
I
it
mean,
can
you
climb
can,
stairs.
but you have a rough time, especially with all the fucking headaches in the south side. So I mean, I don't know. I think they're actually just better at different things. Like,
yeah.
Right. And
I'm
then
saying if we're limiting Tauruses, are we limiting other cars that are equal to it? And why is the limit on Tauruses there? Is my question.
do we know if the cars or the state mechanics aren't going to come in here and fiddle with things again?
I'm not sure.
Because
a
I
lot
don't.
can
The
change.
Scout is very quick. Like I would not be surprised if the state mechanics came and fucking.
We just have to be
Scout.
fluid. That's it. We have to be fluid with SOPs when it comes to it, and that's the reality.
You have to be like water. You have to bend to every shape,
Liquid.
Yeah.
Because things do
like
change
a
in the
fresh,
city.
frothy pint poured into a, nice glass.
But do you guys see
And I
my
want a
point
cup of
though, or
coffee
no?
right now.
yeah, the fact that it's the same shit basically, then what's the point of having a limit on the Taurus if it performs the same, right?
Yeah.
I
Like, are
kinda
we
see that
limiting
point
it
too.
just on the actual car, or are we limiting it on the
performance of the
Because if
car.
it's on the performance, then that makes no sense.
I think we're basing it right now, from what I can see, is on officers' perception of privilege. It is a privilege to be allowed to drive a Taurus. And that's the perception at the moment. Whether the Scout has a better takeoff speed or not, I truly believe that other individuals should be allowed the opportunity to drive a Taurus Once they find out that it's made out of paper mache, they may change their minds.
Has that been happening in our shift where people aren't getting into Tauruses and trying them out?
For me personally, I find it's the same people, shift 1, shift 2, that ask over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Okay.
on a daily basis, it's all the same people driving them. At least from what I've seen.
Then
I
why
always
wouldn't
thought.
Go ahead, sorry.
I always thought that there was a rank limit to driving them, and then you had to ask for permission. And yet, I see sometimes POs in them. I see all kinds of ranks in them.
I don't usually let PPOs drive anything unless it's. I
Yeah,
had
I'm behind that.
Ventura drive the V-Star today, and that's because I authorized it for a pursuit, and then told him the second it's done to go park that up. I don't think PPOs should be driving anything except the CVPI. Then once they have that officer plus, hey, here, the world's your oyster now. Go out there and be the cop you want to be. You know.
Bill's gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
I mean, my recommendation: why not make each car a certification, and you have to learn about it, and that's how you drive them. There you go. Wash your hands with any problems. You'll lay the guidelines and rules for it, and then everybody has to follow it equally.
Devil's advocate, I think that just causes more work and more shit for us to micromanage sorting and giving people sorts and all
You're
that.
doing that
right?
anyways with asking for permission, right?
I mean, it's regardless. Right now, it's to a point where it doesn't even matter when people ask for permission because they go to somebody else, or someone higher authorizes a sergeant, a captain. They're not reaching out to the people who are trying to keep track, and that's happened more so pretty often, to be honest. Right? I asked them, "Hey, who authorized it?" "Oh, I asked Captain Slacks." "Oh,
Then
I
we're
was with
not-
Barrick, and Barrick said so."
I see. Okay.
And it's, I really, yeah, I don't really care for the authorization. It's just, it's part of our job, and I thought it was pretty important to make sure we were on top of the 3 per, and But if we're changing it, we're changing it.
How about this then? We just take the restriction away from it entirely. If it doesn't perform better anyway, what's the point in having it there? If you can only have 4 out there anyway, what's the point in having it there?
Thank you.
I think
that's the way. That's the way.
Because
that
I think it is.
like that.
I do think it is going to be overkill on some cars.
It's the same as a
But
scout.
there's only going to be 2 on any pursuit. And if
Yes.
they're on some kind of car that they shouldn't be, get them off it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just get rid of it. If it's not better anyway, what are we protecting?
So I think with that is shared, yes. Personal will do better, right? Because the personal, I think for purchasing it, it should be senior, right? But just drive it or whatever, I agree with you in the sense that anybody should be able to drive it. Except EPOs, right? Until you're an officer.
Oh God, what's happening at Mosley's? We have a cop there.
It's the cars when they take them out.
Oh, I see.
It sets a chain
that's right.
reaction.
Or showroom, right?
One before it cleared up after a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I call it natural selection. It's fine.
Are we in agreement with that? Anybody have big disagreements? Or big...
Nope.
Nope.
issues with
Repeat
that?
the final one, like the whatever we have.
We're getting rid of the restriction on the Taurus.
In terms of what?
In terms of needing a certain rank or needing permission to drive it.
Wait,
Okay,
so
yeah.
it's gonna be anybody, even PPO,
Anybody can drive
even
'em.
cadets.
Okay, officer plus.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
Officer plus.
Officer plus
And
to
only seniors
drive,
can buy?
Senior to own. I think that's fair. 2 per pursuit.
Hello,
and if we have
Ram.
more than that, then they fuck off and hop into CBPI or detach from the pursuit. Right?
But also
take a
make
picture,
sure
it'll last longer.
we're keeping an eye out
Hello.
that we're not having like 2 Tauruses chase a Glendale.
Also,
Nice to see you.
Also, I don't give a fucking rat's ass what rank you are. If somebody's in the Taurus or whatever, because we have a limit on them, you are marking yourself up. I do not care what rank they are.
I
But if they
agree.
don't,
Thank
they're getting
you.
taken out of it. Somebody else will drive it.
I don't know if that's something we could just. I mean, it's not a tech guy, but is there like maybe a button to add to the dispatch
Working
to
on it.
mark what car you're in? Yeah,
I'm trying to add vehicles and dispatch. You can pick your car in there.
that'd be great.
Like a category you can pick from.
Remember to
Vapid,
include
motor.
motorcycles.
Yes, everything.
Okay.
Even Air 1 in the future too as well. I'm asking for that, so.
I
That's
don't even
work in
think you need
progress.
to do like the whole word of Taurus. It can literally just be like -T or -M, like whatever.
Oh, no, like an
whatever you
icon
want.
below it says officer. I'll tell you the car you're in.
Yeah, I'm
right?
saying just for the time being.
Yeah. Dash
Oh, I
M,
see.
dash
Okay,
T,
yeah.
dash
Just as
whatever.
a like temporary thing.
That's anything.
Okay.
So we can keep track of it. That's all. I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter, right? If anybody can drive it.
Practice is over, team. Let's go.
Bye, folks.
It's nice that they're getting
See ya.
exercise.
I don't even
All
have
right.
a full
Have a good one.
They're playing basketball with 4 people.
2v2s.
Twos.
You can play horse.
You can play World.
What the hell's World?
You go around the whole arc.
Oh yeah.
Barrick, I think everybody's good with that then.
Yeah.
If you want to write that down.
I wrote it down on the High Command report. It's up
And
there.
I disagree. Will be lifted. Anybody Officer Plus can drive the Taurus without permission, but only 4 can be out at any time, and you have to mark yourself accordingly in dispatch. Otherwise, your ability to drive it will be revoked.
Can we have
doesn't matter what your rank is.
Can we have shifts take priority if you're in that shift?
Yeah, I
then-
mean that's how it should be.
Yeah, I think that should be noted as well because
Wait,
that way
should
you
be an
don't have.
etiquette thing. That should be an etiquette thing for sure.
Yeah.
It's still 4 max.
Yeah.
They just
Four
don't have to
max.
ask anymore.
Yeah. 4 max out on patrol in
So-
general.
It's up
2
to
per
them to pay attention to how many are out,
right.
basically.
And it's up to everybody that's driving them to make it easy. Just simply add the T at the end, and they'll be
I
fine.
love tea.
So pretty much, if we see somebody in
Coffee,
a
man.
Taurus and they haven't marked themselves as driving a
Bark at 'em.
Taurus,
Get the fuck out.
should we just
Dap.
should we just tell them to do it, and then if they don't, that's when we tell them to get out of the car, or how
Yeah,
strict?
if they're consistently doing it, have them. If it's
Another
just like
thing-
a one-time thing, get them out of the fucking car.
I
Have
just
them go drive something else.
I do have a concern. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My worry is that it's just going to become first come first serve, and like some people can't control when they're able to, when they can
Well, then,
hop on the train.
You as a senior,
Every
go,
cop has the same
hey,
train.
you were in that
Yeah,
fucking
that's not what
Taurus
I mean.
yesterday.
Okay.
Get
People
the fuck
have-
out of it
yeah.
and give it to Jimbo over here, or whoever the fuck.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what I've been doing. Okay. So,
Yeah, just bark at him.
all right.
Or depending.
Okay, we're good there.
We went over the 2 per foot pursuit, 1 taser, 1 lethal, no crowding, keep 1 mobile unit. If you guys just see
Baton
that, right?
is a very final last choice ever,
Yes.
preferably not.
Yes.
Yep.
We have a couple of people I know in shift 2 that are baton happy. I'm going to be talking to them.
In what regard?
Yo, drop
beating people
names.
down?
Drop names.
Selena loves a baton. That's her friend.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen her
got
beat
scared
people
into putting
down
my
quite a few
baton out.
times.
I don't put my
Sweet old
baton out no
Celine.
more.
I literally haven't seen anybody beat anyone with a baton yet.
Oh, I have.
Oh, wow, you're lucky.
yeah,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
yeah, oh, yeah.
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
people get the shit knocked out of them.
Got
I mean,
beef,
when
go
they have
ham, you know what I'm
attacked people,
saying?
yes. When they have punched cops, yes. But never just resisting.
What about officers shooting people for punching? That's
Not a fan
skipping
of
a
that.
force of matrix. I'm
That's
not a fan
excessive
of that.
force. Dap the shit
yeah.
out of them.
That's taking a step further, right? If they have
Unless
a
they
weapon,
can
then I can see
articulate
it.
it.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
they can articulate it. Because there are situations where you're like by yourself, outnumbered, and you're getting
If
your
3
head
people
caught, like,
jumping the
stomped
fuck
in.
out of you, stomping you out, you
There
have fear
is
for your life.
criminal
right? That I can
threats.
yeah.
There's a scenario a while back where it was like an alpha pops off.
Litter, thank you so much.
I arrive on scene. I don't know what's happened, but
appreciate
someone
it.
is sprinting at me, stemming from the alpha over the officer's body, and I shot them.
McNulty,
Yeah,
they
I
were the
don't-
person
I
that did it, right?
Yes.
It wasn't just some random guy standing. Okay, okay. As long as, yeah, you know what? That yeah.
Yeah, because I was able to articulate. It's like
Exactly.
I
Thank you
didn't
for
have
giving
backup yet.
another
I was
one
on
to
my own, and they were
Roxy.
running at me
Appreciate
from
it.
the
Kiss
downed
warm each
officer.
other's
Thanks.
smiles. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Reservation
especially if you're
alleged.
alone.
Shoot a witness.
Yeah, that's what I. That's what I
Yeah,
was
no,
worried about.
I
You
didn't
said
just dome
random
some
guy.
witness. No, no.
Okay, okay. Yeah, no, 100%. Like the fact that he's running at you. He's
Thank
right
you for
over
giving
an
another
officer
one to
who's got the
Severa
shit,
and
whatever
another
happened
one to
them,
that one kid
you can
beast.
articulate
Thank
that
you,
believe
Litter.
that person.
Well, he
could
was reaching
or
at the
will.
same time. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Huge.
Do we ever? Are we gonna be able to buy one scout with the money, or no? Or can we not afford it?
If this is what we want to do,
I think it would be
we can do it.
good to just get one.
Well, we can't run down because their showroom is affected by what happened
Yeah.
at Mosley's, so we don't
Oh,
wait.
still okay.
Or whenever we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
Can
whenever can.
we put a turbo in shared scouts?
Yeah.
You can.
long
No,
Okay.
personal one. Yes, not a
as
shared one.
long as one of us, like myself, Ruby, or Slacks, is the one to buy it, then yeah.
Let's say hypothetically an officer had enough money to buy a buffalo.
You have $1 million, McNulty?
Oh my God.
I'm asking in hypothetically.
Oh.
Let's say hypothetically a sergeant had enough money to buy
Savage, thank you so much for giving that a 5. Banging out
Listen, no.
Whimpers, LDMZK, Ezzy, Leonid, Veteran Pork Chop, and Captain. Thank you so much. Get some each average smiles. Thank you.
I mean, let's say hypothetically I did that in the next hour.
No.
No.
Be able to drive.
What up, Shidori?
No.
Do you have
No,
$1
it's-
million?
No.
Did you take a loan from Marlo?
All right, next topic.
You're going to see some updates to the SOPs coming through.
Yeah.
And then the next day or two, you may be happy, you may be not happy. There will be people that are unhappy. I'm pretty
Will
sure.
Will I be on?
But hopefully you'll all be on board, and they're very slight changes, nothing major. One of the things that we want to do for Shift 2 is we would like to introduce a weekly Shift 2 meeting where we can do promotions, we can talk about things that have been going on in our shift.
Jay Marsh, thank you for giving that
And
sub
we
to
would like to do it
Shidori.
on a Thursday around 3 hours into the shift. So it would be something that we could call our own. I'd like it to be different from Shift 1. No offense, Shift 1. But none of this, hi, 20 minutes of hellos. Do you know what I mean? Because we also have a city that's on fire. So it would be once a week to all get on the same page, talk about things that we're working on, and move on with our day.
I think that's really
If
helpful.
one meeting's
yeah.
fire.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this question very plainly, and I don't want like large elaborate answers from everybody. Just strictly yes, no, around in a circle. Should officers be allowed to have unnatural hair colors?
No.
No, I don't like it.
No.
No.
Yes.
No, and I'll tell you one reason why.
Okay.
Captain Turner.
Hey man, Captain Turner scared the fuck out of me. He used to walk up to me and smell my
Okay, but
finger
what
to
was
tell
his
me you
viable
smell like
reason?
cigarettes. It's unprofessional.
I like the
It is unprofessional
professionalism.
because it's not natural hair color, right?
Same thing with tattoos.
Appearance when it comes to police officer is just as important as your actions.
I agree.
God,
If
oh
you
God,
look
oh
good,
God.
Would we say
I'm not saying that I
that
disagree with
Anita's
anybody.
hair is a natural hair color?
I'll be honest.
Yes,
it's,
I think so.
It
Red
seems
is
like
natural.
a few gangs. Well, that's
You-
not
you
a
could be
natural
red
red.
or
That's not a
ginger.
natural
You think
That is not
that
natural.
the fire engine red hair color that she has is natural? You don't think
I
that
mean,
comes
this
from a
applies
box?
to everybody. I mean, if we deem that to not be natural, then we should change it, right? It's not a problem.
I don't think she would have that big of a problem with just changing it.
'Cause I'll be
Now,
honest,
how about
I
mullets?
don't give a single flying fuck. There are much bigger things that we need to worry about and spend our time talking about. But I'm done talking about this, and we need to come to a final set standard of what we're gonna do.
I just think that the unnatural hair colors or whatever, you know, they make people happy. I don't see it being that big of a deal. I don't see it taking away from their police work or people taking them less
Oh,
seriously.
you're gonna hate on me. You're gonna hate
because
me,
of it.
Glitter.
I'm not sure why this is such an issue.
It's also not like the fucking 2000s. It's a different age and time. But this is the way that you guys prefer it to be dictated. That's fine. I think a happy medium is letting people have
Funky Fridays. Let them
would
wear,
say
let them do what they
like
want.
a perfect example would be like how Kit's hair is, or how Opal's is, or obviously like their, primary natural hair color is like black or blonde or brunette, whatever it might be, and they have like highlights of some.
I think it
other
should only be
color.
like the over the top stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. There's no. I mean, who's going to deem what's over the top? I mean,
Mhm.
we've already
I think,
told
like,
people.
Declan's
We've
hair
had
is over the
people.
top.
Okay, so that means Bay's hair is as well, and
Lenny's hair is
and
ridiculous.
Lenny. So
Lenny's
Lenny
hair
used to
is
have yellow
ridiculous.
hair. We've turned people away that came to interview with bright blue hair, said it needs to be changed before you come in. We've had people with bright green hair, bright yellow, you name it, it's come through the door. the idea is that we get to a standard that we can all work with. It's not that we want to take away their individuality.
I don't know, like
it's
a
just
light
that there needs to
purple.
be a
Like
standard.
I wouldn't hate that.
Just
but,
like, oh, hello.
like,
Yeah.
like fucking Declan's hair is crazy.
How about
like
hairstyles
that's insane.
like my mullet?
That's
I think you look dirty and unwashed.
Listen, if we're doing hair colors, I want cat ears.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you. You know,
Are you wait? Are you talking about like on
Los
bike, or are you
Gatos
talking about just
Gatos,
in general?
meow. I'll start calling myself that, right?
What?
You know what?
Wow.
I've been told multiple times that the cat ear helmet
Ooh.
is a tool for de-escalation. That they feel like I'm approachable when I wear it. And they say when I wear the regular helmet, I look like a criminal, look like a jerk.
What the hell?
What? Who
Yep.
said that?
I look
Multiple
like a
people
criminal.
have told me
You
that.
look so approachable.
What the hell? You
I
can
don't-
walk up to me and say
if-
anything to me right now.
If I could wear that helmet, I would, but I can't.
True.
I'll take it off.
How do we feel about gloves?
I think
think
for
gloves are
motor,
necessary.
motor, we need to have gloves.
I've never understood that one really.
All right then, it's done.
Vehicles.
What about them?
The motherfuckers with lifted pickup fucking trucks, wheels that are halfway up and down their car, shit like that.
That's
That
how you
is
get it worked
ugly.
on.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a maximum and minimum suspension on every single car that is like reasonable. Like what the car has right now, that is the max. For an example, in that car. I know what Cornwood had previously. I don't know what it has now, but that was the.
Forward, Lenny, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a bunch. I talked to them about it. They said, "Oh, but there's nothing about it." I said, "Well, okay. I'm telling you, just
and
make it look a
that's
little
my
bit
fault.
better."
Dropped the ball on that. I had to take a few days off, but I'll get it sorted here tonight after I leave and come back.
I'm so sorry for interjecting, but that is one thing I see a lot is people saying it's not in the SOP, so it doesn't matter. Even if it's a higher rank telling them they can't do something. Like, I had a whole, like, hour conversation with somebody about the fucking pants they were wearing because it didn't say that they couldn't wear those pants in the SOPs.
Could you gap them?
No, but they understand how I feel about it, and they are not wearing those pants anymore.
Okay, so the clothing list is about to be updated,
Clues.
so that'll be done. We're going to be adding what styles of gloves. If you want to add gloves, it's not a problem. I will say that the black gloves don't look so good with our blue uniforms, but anyway, that'll be up to you. We'll be adding that. One of the differences that we are going to reduce the 1DAP timer to 15 days. And repeat offenders will get themselves in trouble if they continuously get to, kind of clock up the 1DAPs. Seniors, you're supposed to be recommending to a sergeant if you believe someone is worthy of a DAP, and seniors and sergeants, you should be DAPing people.
I recommended somebody for a DAP today.
Good.
Understood.
We got you. I'm on my DAP arc. You're fine.
Okay. Yeah. So the hair thing, primary colors, and the highlights of the secondary colors, whatever you want it to be. Gloves, yes. Hats.
Sorry, I actually forgot.
No, for the
that
time
one.
being.
I was checking this mess, man.
We wanted to try and get something shipped in. The Taurus is done. Done and sorted. Somebody's going to get something written up for the Bay City Bank that's very detailed and outlined for everybody.
I will do that.
How do we feel like cadets are doing during this time? Is it time to push this next group into
Next time.
interview and onward, or do you guys need more time?
We need to get these FTOs sorted and ready and gone and shit you. I've said that, Ruby. Even if we got to pull the trigger, I think, on a lot of these FTOs. If we think that they're capable of FTOs, we give them the cert. If not, then
Samuel Jackson.
And they fuck up, we take the cert away from them. But we need FTOs.
Okay.
It's hard enough.
I don't
for
like
us,
dapping people, but I guess I'm gonna
I feel
have
like
to.
anybody in the circle, it's a struggle for us to take cadets because we deal with a shit ton on patrol, and patrol is really weak right now, so we're needed out there, and it's gonna be impossible
Okay.
for that cadet to get taught anything.
So tell me all the shift 2 cadet FTOs right now. Tips is waiting to come on duty when he's on duty next. He gets his FTO cert. Jimbo needs to take one more cadet. Belle has finally said that she'll start to. She took one cadet. She's going to take another one. So they're just got to get their reports in. They did tell me that they've given reports to officers, and officers haven't gone ahead and put them in.
I have the piece of paper. Yeah.
So, you know, I do keep an eye on it, and I will have to say that Maple has been really good keeping up with all of it. The problem is we've had cadets, the same 2 or 3 cadets sitting in queue, and they were only picking up maybe 1 or 2. I understand change in rank at the moment for some of us means that we can't FTO as much, but we literally just have the same 3 waiting in queue pretty much every night.
I think what I'm saying is the people, instead of doing the trial period, we onboard them, tell them what they need to do, because they already, it's not hard for FTOs to understand how to write the FTO report. We just got to onboard them properly. Instead of doing the trial phase of like we have to get the things for them, just let them get the cadets on their own.
Yeah, have you onboarded any FTOs?
I can, but I got to get greenlit by you for that.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you about. Yeah, I did tip, so if you're ready, I'll show you how to do the others. It's easy.
I believe that Rooker also has been showing a little bit of interest.
That's the Quan's car.
I let Rooker do a ride along the other night, and then I also spoke to the cadet that he took out, so that was interesting.
Okay.
Even the cadet kind of said that he didn't always understand what Rooker was doing. So Rooker needs to learn how to be an FTO. Do you know what I mean? A little bit of training there first.
Learn how to run before. Wait, learn how to walk before running. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, he just got promoted to full officer. A week or 2 weeks now.
Slacks, you want to give the idea that you talked about with the cadets rather than the queue
I
thing?
think it's time to get rid of the cadet queue. It's time to get rid of that completely, and we bring them at Mission PD. We can train them. We can have them go on small tasks. They don't have to go on a 4-hour ride along unless they're taken out by an actual FTO. But them being at Mission PD, have them listen to the radio and answer questions about, I don't know, SOPs. Just having that practice, being present, being at Mission PD is so much better than sitting in queue for 2 hours and leaving it.
I think that's great in small.
Or foot patrol or something like that. Not alone at any time, but in groups of 3 at minimum.
Okay, so some of the cadets are fresh, like so incredibly fresh. You know, we took a bunch on that were supposed to be fast tracked. We got those through.
I don't really have much to
and
say
then we've
about
got
cadet
a bunch
stuff, honestly.
that are so fresh that if they don't go with an FTO, they have no idea what they're doing. And it's great at the moment because there's only 2 or 3 left because others haven't shown up. And that's fine to have them at MRPD. But next week, when we have 15 of them, that's not going to work.
What's going on, Maple?
What's up?
Oh, they told me you guys wanted me here.
No?
Who did?
What? Declan and like Bay and everyone was saying you guys were 3-1 for me to come here.
Nobody.
I had like 3 headaches.
What?
No, you are
I
good.
think they're fucking with you. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
It's just senior.
They wanted you to interrupt the command meeting. That's good. Good bit, everyone. Well, he's fired. Am I right, guys?
Hey,
yo. Yeah, I think it's fine to have a couple of cadets, but all of a sudden next week when there's 15, that's going to be a bit weird.
Kind of like the idea of having a packed PD, regardless if they're, you know, still baby officers. They soak up a lot by being in the cells. They watch processing. They show face, so a lot of us will get to know them rather than just read the name on a sheet of paper, right?
They take reports and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
More people will take cadets if they see the cadets as well, and
1
we're at the
million
point where
%.
no one's taking cadets, and especially. Go ahead.
Gotta make sure they don't like the cadets aren't like pressuring people or like pestering them about it.
Right.
Don't give them guns. Yeah, don't give them guns.
No, he's saying like, hey, can I ride with you
They're
today?
not hovering.
Yeah.
But they will, and they will, and they have done in the past. I mean, that's the reason why we didn't have them all come on duty is because suddenly you feel pressured when there's 10 people waiting in the lobby to be taken out. That's,
I still like taking cadets. I've just been really busy.
I think it's let other people other than FTOs.
Like I like patrolling, and I don't have that much
Let
time.
people other than FTOs take cadets.
Even
but
with being
the
on duty for
stipulation
12
being
hours.
The cadet cannot be the one choosing to do
RTO 10-3 traffic. Thank you.
The cadet needs to just be a like envoy or basically shadow. They can still be like have all the equipment and stuff like that, but they're literally just a passenger and just assisting with everything that the officer is doing. because it'll minimize any potential like crazy mistakes that they could make, and we're gonna get more people out there. They're gonna get more natural experience, even if it's not just a one-on-one FTO session. I don't know. I personally just think things aren't gonna be perfect. They are, to a certain degree, gonna get a bit worse before they get better, but that's the reality that we have to face, and we have to take it completely head on.
I don't crash. I'm the best driver.
And anticipate that it's coming.
I'm literally the best.
And just deal with it when it gets here.
I mean, I worry about having 15 cadets in the PD though.
Because we need it. We need to improve the numbers to free up everybody else to do things.
I agree.
Yep. More growth. Always a good thing.
Anybody in objection to the idea of having these cadets be active at MRPD? They could be taken out. Well, first of all, let's just say active at MRPD instead of in Q.
Yes.
No.
Okay. So
I'm with
yes,
that.
you have issues, and no, you don't have any issues.
I don't
Or
have issues.
Yes, you
with
agree
it.
with the idea, and no, you don't have any issues.
Oh, I can get them to clean up the trash. Yeah.
True.
Okay, so let me reword this.
Mm-hmm.
All in favor of letting the cadets be around Mission Row instead of in Q.
I say aye.
Aye.
Okay, it's done.
Yeah.
Now,
Do we? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do we want to put a limit on how? Because after an academy, there will be like 15 cadets. Do we want 15 cadets in the PD though?
That sounds like a bonding experience.
Well, you just all agreed to it.
Yeah, why not? Like what's the downside?
No, I was just asking. That's cool. I don't mind.
My only downside that I can think of is other officers who are full officers trying to come across the train and come into town.
Well, we'll
That's
cross
my
that
only
bridge
concern.
when we come to it.
All right.
But with how numbers are across all three ships right now, that's not something we'll have to worry about for probably another like month.
Have them do the basic. Carry a suspect for you. Maybe make sure a PD. You know, they're just there to observe. You know, small things.
Repair kit the cars.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I like
repair
it.
the cars. They're basically
Make
your
PD
go-to
live.
helpers.
Yeah, yeah. Make it more alive when people come in. They see officers out and about.
Take them to bench trials when we go to
Is
court. Just
hazing
have it happen.
allowed?
Yes.
Talking to people that come in the
What
lobby.
type
That's
of
nice.
hazing? Because I'll be honest.
Okay, repair my car for me.
That's not hazing. Hazing is like, oh, you fucking idiot, go run around this 100 fucking laps. Or
I had
something.
some cadets
underwear.
come around my house and like sweep and clean and take out the gutter, like clean out the gutters.
Yeah.
And trash out and stuff.
For me in my apartment, yeah.
Okay, so cadets can be within the confines of Mission Row. Now, how do we feel about letting anybody that's Officer Plus take cadets, but in this form, they would simply be shadows. The cadet would not make any calls to do anything. It would simply be the officer doing so.
Like a ride along.
So
Practically a ride along
In
until it's an
advanced
actual FTO
ride-along,
session.
they're equipped, and they essentially can just absorb knowledge.
Honestly, but I just want to plant something into somebody's mind. I think the idea of all the cadets in MRPD bonding together and doing
great.
shit like that is really, really good. And I think if we start doing the officer can take them, it's going to be the favoritism game. And I think it would just be more beneficial for them to operate out of MRPD rather than the ride along thing by themselves on that one-on-one.
Yeah, we should just keep it simple. They cannot leave Mission PD. Maybe we expand that over time as the program gets
Yeah,
stronger, right?
over time.
But right now,
They can't leave MRPD for the time being.
correct. They're basically almost like DOC and Mission PD.
Okay, simple enough.
Maybe even give them just a radio and a baton. No
Yeah.
lethal. No,
And a
nothing
pay
lethal.
decrease, right?
Well, I don't know about that part, but
Well, so you do know
They're actually
that
gonna make more than
our
us, though.
pay, they're going to get the same pay as us to sit around MRPD. They're getting the same pay, and that all accumulates to one number. When the mayor sees that one number, we're going to be screwed, and
then we
he's
tell
going to
the mayor,
reduce our pay.
then we're not gonna have any cops in the street. You know,
Yeah,
pick
we
and
need
choose your
to-
poison, right?
Yeah, we gotta.
We're trying something new. We're trying to be creative. We're trying to do something different that maybe can help expedite our quality police work or our police officers who can graduate faster and be more efficient on the streets.
So we got to try new things. If nothing changes, nothing changes, one way or another. So
If it doesn't work, it
regardless if
doesn't work.
something- Yeah, if something, but we're in a great position to be able to, hey, go this direction. If it doesn't work, we can pivot, go in another direction. We can change things. It's not like what we set in stone today will be set in stone for 10 years from now or 6 months from now. If we try something for the next 2 to 3 weeks, it doesn't work, we can do something else. We can reconvene just like we are today. Pivot, go in a different direction. It's simple.
Yeah, and then have them save their money to buy a car so they can patrol whenever they're solo, right?
Yeah, and equipment.
And equipment. There
Like
you go.
Bones said, have them repair your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, have them do
Yep.
the basic
Yeah,
bits. I'm not even
rake
kidding.
your
I'm
garden.
serious. Humble them. Have them. That's
Rake
how you
your
listen to chain of
garden.
command, is when they listen to small orders, right? And they start to understand it now.
Yeah.
That's how you
Hey.
build the police officer.
Hey, put this evidence in the incident locker for this report.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, but I've never done it before.
Okay, I'll teach you.
Let me
Takes me
show
1
you.
second.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
There you go.
Send
Go
the
run
thing to
Sandy
you.
for us.
Does anybody else have anything we want to speak about?
Go.
Anybody have anything they want to bring up? Go once.
Yes. Hang on, but now you're putting me on the spot, Barry. Let me think about it. I was thinking about it a second ago when y'all were talking. Shit.
Okay.
Just double it and give it to the next person. Give me 1 sec. Vehicles, a lot of cars now going over 200. Dakota brought it up to me. He's making a report about it. We're going to document the cars that are going too fast and the incidents. Bring it up. He was also bringing up the discussion about the Tauruses. I told him I'll bring it up. There's that.
So what's essentially like, what's the problem?
None of our cars can keep up with these cars.
Okay, control what we can control.
Yeah.
And just live by
Just
that.
documenting
That's
this for
as
now,
best
yeah.
that I can tell. Control what you can control, and if there's something out of our control, there's nothing we can do about it. We do what we can.
Yeah. I think
We
it's just
shouldn't,
partially in our control.
increase
Yeah.
aggression or do any this, that, and the other because somebody's driving this car, driving that
No.
car.
Yeah.
We can't keep up with this, that, and the other. Control what you can control, and when the time comes where we can bring the hammer down on those people, we will. But until then, we do what we can.
Right.
Sorry to wrap this up.
Yeah.
We just had a robbery of some civilian lost their gun right now, and they're chasing after them.
Yeah.
They might need 77s. How do y'all feel about that?
Well, if we got
I don't have
I think this
anything
is
else
a
to
productive conversation.
Yeah.
I agree. It's great.
We just need the shit written down, and then produce the whole entire PD for shift 1 and shift 3 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
I'll
get
it
I will
done when
get
I
that
return tonight, too.
I will get the Bay City thing written up. I'll have it done by tomorrow.
All right, yeah, just text me whatever report is, and I'll take a look at it.
All right.
I got this.
Up to the 20 on the
I'm
gun.
gonna get this fixed up. Next up.
Okay.
You want them to 100% or you want it 90s?
Just performance is fine.
Performance? Okay, I got you. All right, I see y'all.
Later. I think that was a good meeting.
Yeah.
You disagree?
Yeah. The only thing that sort of
Fair.
rubbed me, yeah, because they're talking about. I almost said something during the meeting, and then I was like, it might be too far, so I held back.
What were you
But
gonna
they're
say?
talking about like, you know, keeping things standard and uniform. Yet Barrick and Ruby are standing in front of us in plain clothes.
I called, like, on his second day, I told Barrick to his face that I didn't like that he was in plain clothes. And he said he's waiting on a uniform. But I said I told him, I said I think it looks goofy. It looks like, you're
I like
trying to look like a cool guy.
Ruby's in ballet slippers.
Yeah, she is. No, I mean, I agree with you. But, like, what the fuck do we do? We're saying.
I don't know. It just feels hypocritical. Like if you want like a standard and a uniform, wear the uniform.
Yep, Kit, I agree with you 100%.
But I felt like that might not be an appropriate thing to say in front of the entirety of Shift 2 Command.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe there's a way you could have went about it. I don't know.
I think it's a good thing I didn't say something because I was a little annoyed
Well, you
at the
popped
time.
off at you fucking popped off at Ruby earlier
What do you mean?
on the radio.
What I don't really remember what I said.
You don't remember?
No.
You said like, well, they're not gonna take the car because we already got it towed, something. And you were like, okay, well, I told them that it's fine. So, repair the car. You said I let them repair the car for them to give us the red car. And she was like, well, we already got the red car towed or something like that. And you were like, okay, well, I already told them they can do it, so they're gonna do it. And I was like, yo, I was like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not gonna relay that information to me ahead of time, I just got to work with what I got, and what I have is that they gave up a car, so I said, all right, that's fine, you can repair this car, I don't care, and it bought us some time, anyways, because we needed time.
Yeah,
We
I mean,
didn't have our
who
shit
cares?
together.
I don't care that they've repaired the car. Like,
No, but
so
I'm just saying
inconsequential, too.
that was part of the reason why I let him do it, is
Yeah.
to buy us more time.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I agree with you on the uniform thing. 100%.
Yeah, I think it's such a stupid thing to care about. Who gives a shit if somebody's hair is purple?
I mean, I disagree.
If it's really, because like
Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks goofy, and I don't know. Like, Bay's hair, I don't think is that bad. Like, I don't know if I would tell Bay to change it, but they're very set on the either unnatural or natural. Like, I think there's a limit. Like, I think Bay's hair is probably fine, but I think like Declan's hair is fucking insane. Like, his hair is crazy. It's like bright fucking. He looks like a fucking idiot.
I think that his hair is a very similar shade to Bayweather's.
I don't think so.
All
Or
of their hair.
maybe I'm thinking Lenny.
No,
Lenny's
think all
is
of
crazy.
their hair.
No, some of their
like,
hair is fucking crazy.
I think Declan and Bay's hair are like the same shade. I think you might be right about Lenny though.
Maybe I'm thinking Lenny, not Declan.
But I don't know. If it's something that they enjoy and
Or maybe it's not as bright as it was. I don't know. At one point, it was like bright fucking pearlescent purple. It was crazy. I swear. Or I'm fucking a crackhead.
like,
Moron.
what if I go inside and dye my hair white? Like, what about like Suarez is like 28 or some shit, and
Suarez
his
is
hair
not
is
28. He just says
think
he's
he
28.
is.
He's not. There's no fucking way. Look at that guy. He's
So-
ancient.
But like, I dye my hair white. Is that natural?
Nope. I don't
Why?
think they would consider that because white isn't really. I mean, it's
What do you mean? Like, exactly. Like,
yeah, but you're dyeing it, right? I think that's when it becomes unnatural. Is when you dye
you think
it.
Ruby doesn't dye her hair?
Well, I'm saying when you dye a color like white, I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I feel like it's hard to argue
I mean, at the end of the
because
day,
you have a point. But
at the end of the day, I feel like the argument of the uniforms and the fact is like, if you want to have a standard, it needs to apply to everybody, and you know, the whole button-up shirt and shoes, and like Ruby's not even in a vest. You know, at least Barrick wears his vest.
No, she puts her vest on. I will say that she is wearing ballet shoes, but she does wear a vest,
Which is crazy.
yeah, those things are
Like,
nuts. She doesn't even have socks.
Those are
on.
gonna fly off.
Yeah, she doesn't have socks on. That sounds nasty. Like, I don't stare at her feet. I just noticed that she was wearing ballet shoes, and I looked.
No, I've noticed too. Like, those can't be easy to run in. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
No, they're horrible.
I don't
they're
know.
horrible.
I just think that there's a lot of things that like we could start nitpicking about, you know, and
I think
we just really don't need to.
I think the worry is that people are just gonna, like, again, I think it's just gonna continue to go crazier and crazier.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Is that it's freaking Declan and Lenny.
Yeah, but
who are being stupid, and I don't know, they're
But
proving
they get
some
along
kind of
with, they do whatever the fuck they want anyway.
So I don't want to see the standard be set in place because they've decided to dye their hair purple. Like there are, you know, like you think my hair is natural? My hair color is not natural.
No, but it's got like slight pink. But again, I don't think I don't think your hair is too much. Like I said, I don't think there's some hair that I don't think is too much. But I feel like they are very set on either unnatural or natural colors. And I
feel
think it's
like,
also
you
kind of
know-
just instilled in the PD a little bit. Like that was like an old thing. We did not allow that at all. We didn't even allow gloves and like, I mean, you know, obviously you probably know more than me because you were around more than me, but I feel like that's just kind of in people's heads. And I don't
Yeah.
know. I get what you're saying, but I also get what they're saying too. Like, but again, I feel like I'm in the middle where like, I think some things are okay, but I feel like they want to just draw a hard line.
I mean, unfortunately, I think with that kind of thing, you do kind of have to draw a hard line. It just sucks because I just feel like, you know, like if they said you can't have the
But
pink
the
in your
hair
hair
thing has been a
anymore,
thing until like 2 weeks ago or like a week ago. Like they just allowed it.
I don't know. I might quit, honestly.
What about the hair thing?
Yeah, I might
What?
quit.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I would actually maybe quit, to be
No
completely
way,
honest.
kid. There's no way. Kid, it was never that until like literally like a week or two ago.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's stupid. Honestly, I like, who gives a shit what color somebody's hair is? And I will tell you right now, I do not think Anita's hair is a natural color.
Yeah, but I don't think Anita's hair is too much either, though.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna play by like that, like natural colors,
But I think like bubblegum pink and like bright purple. I think that's where I'm like, okay, that looks just silly.
I don't know. I think part of it is just like, it's an easy identifier for people. You know, we're all in the same uniform. Sometimes it's hard for people to tell us apart. And, you know, often our hairstyles, our hair color is a way for people to like easily recognize us and like, you know, connect with us, relate to us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care that much either way.
Because apparently my hair color is very recognizable. I've been told that when people see my ponytail, they know it's me, or now Tilly.
I mean, they said they wouldn't make you change it.
I hope not.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I have my feelings on it, but I also don't care that much. Like, genuinely, if they said that people can have whatever haircut, I don't care. What I genuinely care more about, like, people wearing goofy shit. I don't like that.
Like,
I don't want people wearing stupid hats and fucking dumb shit on their, like, that's what I don't
what,
like.
you think like the cat ear helmet?
No, I don't think the cat ear helmet's too much. I think if it's like no, I don't know. No, I don't think that's.
Because like the cat ear helmet, like I've legitimately had conversations about people where they're just like, you seem more approachable if you're wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about that. I wouldn't mind.
I don't know.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the cat ear helmet.
I don't know. I guess it's just because it was allowed, the colored hair, and if they take it away again,
I mean,
think
taking it away
gonna
sucks.
that's
Sucks.
gonna be. They should have just never allowed it in the first place.
I agree with that.
Kind of,
I don't know who.
That's where I stand with it. Is that it was not allowed. They said, "Fine, do what you want," and now if they go back on it, that's gonna be the real blow.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. That's bad.
Yeah, it should have just been one or the other, and I think once you allow something like that, you really shouldn't like take it away. It's not really hurting anybody, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I actually agree
It's
with
like
that.
3 people in the entire PD.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's not. It's. I don't like giving people something and then taking it away. But that's. I mean, that's how I feel the same fucking way about like the tourist shit. Like when they were saying like we could have as many as we want out. When they were arguing that, or not arguing, but giving that point. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. They were like, well, we'll just make it so people can't take them. People are just gonna want them. I feel like people just want them nonstop already, and that's just gonna add more.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think there will come a point where we're not just chasing like shitty Glendales anymore, and like we are just chasing constantly super fast, annoying cars, and like we will need the Tauruses for it. I just don't think we're quite there yet.
No, we're not there yet. We are not there yet. We should not have everybody in a Taurus yet. There's just, I mean, like I said, even a lot of the local cars that we chase, like the Lampadottis, like EVPIs can chase those cars. Maybe not without a turbo, but with a turbo, yes, they can chase those cars. So I just don't want to be overkill because, like I said, I see a lot of I see 2 Tauruses on a Lampadot. Like I'll be on a Lampadotty, and I'm like,
and I know what you're saying. When there's overkill, that's when people start escalating.
yeah. Exactly. It's the same shit with the baton shit. Like, you think people are just gonna allow themselves to just keep getting beat up when they resist cuffs a couple times? No.
No,
They're just gonna start
don't-
beating you back, or they're gonna fucking shoot you.
I don't think we should ever beat people up for resisting cuffs. Like it's non-violent. I don't know why we're reacting with violence.
No, I agree. We should never be violent first, unless we have to. Ever.
Like our whole job is preservation of life. That's literally
Also,
that should be our first goal.
Yep, I agree. I about the hair thing, kid. I'm not even kidding about them taking something away that they just gave people. But how it's gonna really
You know what?
affect them.
Actually, I want to say that
I think
to
you should
them.
go talk to them. I'm being serious.
Come on. I can't open this door. I can't open doors. I have to nap.
Oh, I was just running over to open. Well, congratulations.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks. Now what's up?
Are you talking about his marriage? His wedding he didn't invite me to?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a wedding. It was supposed to just be a trial by combat.
Yeah, okay. All right. I don't want to talk in circles, but Cassie and I were just talking outside, and I had a thought about the hair thing, about the hair color. And my kind of feeling about it is that I think it would be one thing having this conversation if it was never given to them, but I think the fact that the officers were told, fine, you can have whatever hair color you want, and now taking it away again, I feel like that's going to be a really big blow to some people.
Yeah, well, I mean, my general thing was like, fine, you guys can do whatever until like Ruby and I and everybody else can talk about it and come down to some actual conclusion.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think giving it to them and then taking it away again, that's gonna be a real bummer. I think it just should have never been given to them in the first place if there was a question about it.
I don't disagree. Yeah, that's my fault.
Now, that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'll leave it to you two to figure out.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your night.
All right. Ciao.
Good Jimbo.
Ladies and gents.
My sister called me.
Why was it awkward? About what?
I don't know, about stirring and stuff. I don't know. I want to deal with it right now.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I agree, but that it's gonna be bad. But I mean, if they were given the aforementioned warning that it's until they had a chat about it.
Do you think anybody actually listens to those warnings? They just hear, "Oh, I can do this."
I mean, I don't know. If that, I mean, that is a fuck up by the chief, self-admitted. So.
Yeah. Whatever. His problem.
Don't quit.
I'm not changing my hair color. So
They're not going to ask you to change it. They said
yeah, I'm absolutely not doing it. I refuse.
They're not going to make you change it.
I refuse. I will not. I will
And
not
guys,
change my hair color.
They're not going to make you change it.
I've had this hair color since I started.
Exactly. So they're not going to make you change it, kid.
Okay.
They even said that was allowed. He used your hair as an example.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I will not change my hair color.
Yeah, no, you won't have to. I don't know. I agree.
Or I'll dye it black.
Oh God. I don't think. I mean, would that look bad? Like.
Or white. I'll dye it white.
They might not allow that though.
Fine, I'll dye it black.
Yeah, but that's not. That's
or
what,
gray.
Black is normal. I mean, gray is.
Protest.
Go gray in protest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Maybe my hair is naturally gray.
Go bald.
Yeah, maybe I'll just go bald. Maybe I'll have, I don't know, like just a crazy haircut.
You should get that afro haircut again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am exhausted. I want to go to bed. So.
Okay. I'm gonna follow you inside because I can't open doors.
All right.
I gotta take a nap and then, I guess, fucking deal with whatever bullshit's happening right now.
Good luck. Have fun.
No.
Good night, Kit.
Good night.
See you tomorrow. No, I think the meetings were good. I think all the changes are good. I mean, I don't think, I mean, me personally, I don't give a fuck what hair color people have in the PD. At all. I wanted to make Leon, like, he's kind of indifferent on it. So, I don't think that matters. Leon is going to be adamantly against people wearing dumb shit on their uniform, though. I will do that. The changes with the tour, I think one extra Taurus is good. Earrings are not like, I don't think earrings are goofy. You think earrings are goofy? I wouldn't think somebody wearing earrings is a bad thing. I think the extra Taurus is good. I think not asking the senior. Good luck telling Denzel about the PPO thing. Oh my God, that's gonna be so bad. He's gonna think it's my fault too. He's actually gonna blame it on me too. He's actually gonna blame it on me. What else happened? The Fort Taurus thing is good. Not asking a senior for permission, I think, is a little weird. because I feel like it's just gonna end up with people taking too many out because they forget to mark themselves like crazy. But what's happening with Den? They just at the Senior Plus meeting, they agreed that. Well, I guess we agreed that PPOs cannot drive a Taurus. The cadet thing is huge. I really like the cadet thing. The cadet thing's really cool. I'm excited for that. I think that should be a lot of fun. That is gonna piss him off so bad. I actually feel bad. But how much longer is the PPO? Yeah, he also shouldn't own one, but they said it doesn't matter. Little PPO. Trying to think. The Bay City Bank thing was good. Yeah, the Bay City Bank thing was really good. That we have a standard set, or we're going to. What else did we talk about? I'm trying to remember. Conversation with McNulty was good, and with Slacks, I think. I do have the outline. I don't think they're rushing me to do it like this second, but shiny pants. Oh yeah, we're gonna get SOPs for clothing done. Dude, I love Denzel. I love Denzel. I love Denzel. But like sometimes you gotta look at like the common denominator. Like he's like not saying anybody else is like Maisie is 100% at fault for what happened. But like he just keeps getting into arguments with people. And I think it's just because he gets defensive. And then people take that as him getting like angry, and then it starts a fight. But he's a great cop. Like he's a good cop. Except when he goes down to Grove Street and gets shot. That's silly. That's a little bit silly. IMO. Someone comes up very good. Yeah, I just think he's just I don't know, man. I think he just gets a little bit defensive, and then he sounds aggressive, like angry, and like or like he just gets like annoyed. And like when he goes like I don't know, when he says like okay, I'm done, like that comes off like I don't know. That just comes off poor, you know what I mean? Because it seems like you don't want to talk about it. You're just not absorbing the information. You're just done with the conversation. You're not listening. You just want to go. Even if that's not what he means by it. But Maisie's like not as forthcoming with that, but she's similar in the same way. Like when Maisie's right, she's right. So they just fucking butt heads. So I don't know. Hopefully they work it out because shift 1 is actually so tight. Like for the most part, shift 1 is so cool. There's minor fucking stupid dramas, but Usually very laid back, chill. Everybody gets along. It's fun. All right, I think that's gonna be. I think that's it now. Excuse me, Wawa. Can we get some Wawas? One 175 1042. Have a good night. I'm not gonna sing it. I'll say happy birthday. I'm not gonna sing it. Happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. Dima did do this. I'm gonna send you over to Apollo. If you haven't, happy birthday, Mock. If you haven't yet, make sure to follow the stream. Join the Discord. If I could spell. The Discord's cool. People hang out in there. They play games. It's chill. It's fun. Check out the Twitter. Check out the YouTube. And check out the TikTok. Yeah, Kakashi will play Rainbow Six with you. It's real cool. All right. Go show Apollo some love. I appreciate y'all so much. I will be back around 9 CST tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. It's been so much fun. I've been having a blast. Even if we're doing meetings, meetings are still fun. I enjoy them at least. Patrol is fun. Chases are good, but meetings are funny and spicy.